Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Over the Horizon. If I could toot our horn for just a moment, you may notice there is a small change on the overlay today. I encourage all of my players to go take a look and
Talk me into
see
it.
our brand new overlay and just how fucking great it is.
Oh, that's actually sexy.
I mentioned Amy. We look like real professionals now.
I know, it's shocking. I'm genuinely pleased.
I'm real happy. And then, of course, if you wanted to, we could also look at the map screen and say yes. Because the map screen's real freaking cool too. Oh, and new tokens too. That
Mad
being
clean.
said, right? So that being said, we're gonna get a recap real fast. We'll make it a short recap because I want to get into some shit today too. Do I have any volunteers?
I can do it.
No, someone doesn't have any notes from yesterday.
I have
I
notes.
didn't watch the thing. I forgot. I got caught up in some bullshit.
I'm the guy.
All right, Garza, go right ahead.
Put
Garza's
me
the
in.
guy.
Put me in.
Garza's
Okay.
the guy.
So, Snell and Eris immediately have a really awesome moment where Snell wants to leave the cart in Eris's hands. Kind of just like, out of everyone here, you're kind of the only person that I trust with this. Eris at first is pretty much like, we're all going to die. Like, this is pointless, but, I'll watch your dumb cart. But then they end up kind of like bonding a little bit over talking shit on the Grinning Devils, and it's pretty cute. Then that moment's over. Then JR has an epic contest with the sprites in a riddle contest so that we can determine if we get across this bridge without having to murder a bunch of people. Very sadly, unfortunately, JR wins the contest and we get to go across safely. And it also ensures that our caravan will get to go across the bridge as well. Let's see. After we get across, Attila finds a perfectly circular patch of dead grass with a pile of skulls in the center of them. Inspecting some of these skulls, he notices runes and glyphs around them, and eventually I believe Snell finds out that they have the mark of Nias on them, which is the Great Maggot. They love death, decay, and rot. Um, Briefly after that, we keep making our way through the forest, and we hear some creepy whispering nonsense going on. Lotus is like, "Ooh, trees are talking. Obviously, I gotta speak with these trees, and they're the most creepy, ominous things that you could possibly think of." They're saying things like they're coming, it's raining blood, bunch of awful stuff that we don't mess with. Lotus is down with this, I guess. Not even concerned. Like, yeah, this is cool. In fact, even says, let's set up camp up in here. So we do that for some reason. We're like, yeah, this seems like a vibe. Let's set up camp.
It was travel in the dark or stay here. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what it was. So it was kind of like, I don't know.
Let's travel in the dark when only one person in the party doesn't have dark vision, and they're so small that we could just put them in our backpack.
Yeah. Attila and JR take first watch. Attila sees a terrifying yet slowly approaching head in the trees, creeps up, says sweet dreams, and then just dips. After that, that just kind of passes over. We don't really mess with that much. We have a cute moment where Snell actually admits they care about us.
Lies.
That's kind of beautiful. Also, outs Lotus, straight up calls her Mooney to her face, and Gideon casts silence on everybody because he just wants some sleep. This is nonsense. Immediately afterwards, Lotus is like, "Well, this is nonsense. This Mooney thing is not sticking." Goes to Deidre's dream palace. Deidre goes to get Sachiko. Lotus brings Snell while Deidre and Sachiko is gone. Sachiko comes back full kitten mode, gets outed to Snell. Snell loves this, does exactly what you think Snell would do when they find this out. If you don't know what they would do, guess you're gonna have to watch the episode. Then
oh my god, you're so good at
Snell
this.
dips. The Mooney interrogation commences for quite a while. Then Deidre's past life interrogation commences. We find out. We find out that your raves was
Urves.
Urves has to watch over
Urves.
Deidre because Deidre did something in a past life that moved Urvis to such a point that they dedicated their life to watching over Deidre. And then Lotus finally gets their functional throuple.
Sort of. It's aware. Like, I'm aware of a functional throuple. No actions have been taken on the functional throuple yet.
And that's kind of a Cliff's Notes version. I tried to go fast because you said
You're
quick,
so
but we did a lot.
Absolutely.
We did a lot.
Because I was thinking that, I'm like, yeah, last week was kind of a slow session. No, it fucking wasn't. No, it fucking wasn't.
No,
All right. So with that, morning dawns. It had been a quiet night the rest of after your little incident involving whatever the fuck that was out in the forest. Who was on third watch again?
I think Gideon was the morning watch.
Okay, Gideon.
Yeah, it was Gideon and Flanagan.
Which makes sense because we
Gotcha.
slept together. Take that how you want. I'm just kidding.
Hold on.
I think the only other
Gideon, you
The only
slut.
other
I
thing
thought
of
I was
note-
the only one.
The only other things of note from second watch were how to put this nicely. Lotus, that took a lot out of you.
Yeah.
What do we want to call it? Magic Facebook chat is not easy, and so
Psychic Facebook chat.
Psychic Facebook chat.
Chat.
Magic
Yep,
Messenger.
Psychic group messaging.
that's right.
I do have a small thing to add for whoever's going into third watch.
Mm-hmm.
Would they make perception checks for something Sanel would have been doing by the end of the watch?
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I miss it.
Perception.
I miss my passive 37 perception seeing into the
32.
ethereal plane. Whatever.
Hey,
Alright,
it's a 15 and a...
Okay. 19.
I don't know what this is, so you set the DC.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what would the DC be? Fuck
If
it.
you're not actively trying to hide, you would just use your passive stealth.
Yeah, I think it would be an active stealth roll then. Let's contest. Oh, well, that means that
Flanagan.
only Flanagan sees that. So, have you ever watched Arcane, the show? So, you know how when Victor starts deciding to become, go full Magitech, the carving the runes into their body?
Okay, sick.
You catch Sanel finishing carving more runes into their body.
Gross.
Flanagan just under his fucking magic.
What was that?
Does it look like you're trying to do this like you're not trying to make a
Yes.
show of this?
Yes, very sneakily, like, it's a total fan service moment. Sanel has no shirt on, has no top on.
So Flanagan actually says,
But they like run up each of the arms, down the back, things like that.
yeah, when Gideon says, what was that? Flanagan was like, oh, just thinking about JR, all that crazy shit they do. I told him not to cast magic on my family when we first met. Did I ever tell you about that? He did it anyway. Constantly.
He had a whole ass girlfriend to talk about, but now he talked about JR.
I ship it.
I do too.
But
Pharaoh's
then
like,
Sanel would quickly reclothe and then come back and be like, "Oh, you're finally awake."
oh, good, you're awake.
You're finally awake. So,
Especially to Gideon, be like, did you get it? Because Gideon threw the whole, I want to sleep, I'm casting silence on the camp and potentially killing us all because we can't hear anything anymore. Would be like, did you get your beauty sleep, Candlehead?
Of course.
Candlehead.
Slept well. Now enjoy yours.
Otis
Go
is
back
just
to sleep.
purple ass bags, dragging fucking ass, and just doesn't even acknowledge them. She sees them awake and she's like, oh, thank fucking gods, and she just fucking wanders into a weather show and dies.
It's the coffee crash.
Uh-huh. Now, third watch is uneventful until the dawn begins to break. And that is when Flanagan and Gideon, the forest you pitched, well, the forest you're in right now looks nothing like the forest you pitched your 10-10 last night. There are all sorts of exotic bird sounds from species you've never heard of filling the air. There are trees, shades of green that you've never seen before. Other shades, blues, purples, teals, golds, and silvers. It looks like a mystical wonderland in Technicolor.
Oh God, no!
Is it believable that JR would have told me stories of the Feywild?
To the Feywild!
Oh
I
no!
think it's reasonable if JR does.
Ambergris.
Oh yeah, I would definitely
Oh.
tell stories.
We're all gonna die.
I use my natural explorer to realize we've become lost by magical means because that's the only way we can become lost.
Yes, you are, but looking for the morning
This-
stars in the sky through the canopy. From the small patch in the sky, you can tell you ain't in Kansas anymore, Dorothy.
I reach
He's like,
over.
I think we've been lost by magical means.
I reach a hand over and put it on Flanagan's neck, and I just slowly turn towards you. I'm just like, what was that about magic again?
Don't speak your name! Don't speak your name! Don't make any deals! JR!
Everyone in this, everyone in this camp, you are awoken by the sound of Flanagan screaming.
Sano crawls their way out of their tent, looks over, sees all this, and goes, I leave you fucking idiots alone for 6 hours, and you somehow lose us into the Feywilds. I'm going back to bed.
Oh yeah. I wake
I
up to
sprint
him
to JR's
screaming
tent.
JR's name, and I will thaumaturgy my voice, and I'll be like, "What's up, buddy?"
The Fae!
Yeah, Attila's gonna come out and just be like, oh fuck.
Oh yeah. The
Yep.
second I see him,
Until
I'm
you've
like,
been here
oh,
before.
fuck. Have I been here before? Is this a part of
Yes,
the
you grew
Feywild?
up here, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
This is not my native land, but
I assume I've only heard bad things, which is why I'm freaking out so
fuck.
much.
Oh fuck.
how did we
Oh, fuck.
fall into...
I
Oh,
blame
fuck.
Flanagan.
coffee. I need coffee. I need something.
Lotus, I got you. Lotus will crawl out of her tent and look around and just be like, Jesus Christ. She wants to Jesus Christ. There's no Jesus Christ. Oh gods. And then just
Terrell's
start making
tits.
coffee. Terrell's tits. And just start
Alright,
making
Rose
coffee.
starts making
And I'm-
coffee.
Right. And she's gonna look at you until I be like, coffee. You want coffee? Coffee?
JR's gonna come up for some coffee.
Yes, please.
All right.
All right,
you.
everyone, we must
Just
establish
give me a
nicknames. No real names must be spoken here. No deals must be
Nicknames
made here.
don't work either. If you give them anything to refer you by, you've already lost.
Fucking magic!
Listen,
Nicknames work. Nicknames work. That's why you guys can keep calling me JR. It's not my
we
real
will
name.
be fine. We will be okay.
Oh,
I don't
fuck
actually
this.
know that, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying that.
What?
I'm gonna
That's
look
not your real
over-
name.
Nicknames, huh? Looks
just found
over at
out.
Lotus.
back at you, and there is a look that you have never seen before. It is dangerous. It is a dangerous look. But she'll probably have to deal with it in the moment.
Oh, please.
Yeah, who all was around for the Mooney thing?
Everyone.
I think
No,
thought.
everybody.
Everyone was there.
because that was the same time that Snell said that they cared about everyone. And, that's
Yeah.
why
And
I
also
took
when
it.
we were being attacked by weird spooky ghosts.
No, yeah, nicknames will work. We gotta come up with some.
Well, Gideon would be like, well, she's Mooney. I'm Candlehead.
Mooney and
He's
Candlehead.
Snake.
Snake.
Little
I'm
lion.
JR. Little
Yeah,
lion.
Little Lion and Fuck Up.
Is that me? Am I Little Lion?
Let's call him Lancelot. Looking over at Flanny.
Why? He doesn't use his lance a lot.
I mean, he does. Apparently, if you ask Grelka, so.
Call me Piper.
One
So I
time does
talk
not a
now.
lot make.
It sounds like it's more
One
than
time that you know of.
Sir, madam, sir.
I've never seen him use a lance. He uses a sword.
Okay, yep. you're
Slowly
doing great.
turning to look.
Nothing could get
Gideon
over my
smiling
head.
at you.
I would catch it.
He uses a sword and then goes, more like a dirk.
It'll kill you either way.
Okay, so
It gets the
what-
job done.
So, God.
Dagger's fine. Dagger's like just enough, right?
All right,
Sword would be
let's
too
start the
much.
measuring contest. Yes, Lotus.
Can we call you Simba? Looking at Attila, can we just call you Simba?
Yeah.
What's wrong
Okay,
with
never
Little
mind.
Lion?
You can call me whatever you please, I suppose. I don't know what a Simba is.
Okay, it's just a name that popped in my head that felt right for a lion boy man person.
Lion
Sure.
boy,
S-
man.
Man person.
Simba it is. That's fine with me.
It felt good. Feels good.
We
They
need.
could always call you Booty.
I don't know what that means.
Happy.
Attila,
Happy.
you would know that is it means brother.
Uh,
I call you Booty.
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 Gotta get that booty.
I say that. I say, well,
It's better than Indodana.
in a native language
Son.
of mine,
Yeah.
you just call me Booty.
Booty. Okay, we'll call you. Well, it's a good one.
Kind of perverted, but I'll do it.
I mean, I'm gonna call you
It means
Booty.
brother. Okay.
Like brother Booty? Okay. Brother's
So are we
ass.
all gonna
Alright.
do ass-themed names? We have Mooney, Booty. Well, you could be ass with a P at the end.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Does
I
anyone
think we
think
need
that we
to.
could? This would be
Yep,
the perfect
alright,
time to
I
kill
guess-
him. No one would know. No one would know.
I think we need to figure out what the fuck, how we get out of here. First of all, is it a DM? Is it a random thing where that I've gotten back before by any chance? It's just been random.
Yes.
Oh shit. We just gotta wander until we start falling over that log over there. Start tripping.
JR,
Tripping over
does this
logs.
look familiar at all?
DM? Does this look familiar at all to JR? I could roll a history or like a nature check.
Roll me a nature.
Hell yeah.
If you call me that, Flanagan, it'll be the last thing you call me.
I'm
By the
gonna
way,
start packing up my tent.
Oh,
It's the only smart thing I
I was
know.
gonna say, I believe
Smart.
Attila, you've had 2 brushes with the Feywild while we're waiting on that roll.
for
Once
some reason I
was-
got kicked out of
Yeah,
the
I'm
tabletop. Trying to
I made an acquaintance with the Feywild, but not necessarily like
Yes.
a traveler.
Well, I think we've talked about 2 brushes. Once during your trips to get to Shade Tree.
Yeah.
But also, did you have one during your long trial? Your Isivino Iside?
The Acide. I don't. Well, I in my head, I didn't fall in the Feywild
Okay.
at that point.
That's fine. Then it is just during your trip to the north.
No,
12.
12.
Okay, so this is
So-
literally so alien to me that it's not like I mean I've been here once, but it's still
Once.
terrifying.
And literally, you got
Not
out of
even
it
that.
probably by some divine fate.
Mm-hmm. I thanked Adelier so hard for that shit.
Now, JR,
Yeah.
12. You were around with the canopy jumpers long enough to know there were telltale signs that gave away different biomes inside of the Feywild.
Yeah.
This one happens to be the same biome that the canopy jumpers were in when you left.
Sweet. Okay.
Other than that, not quite sure.
Did they tell me this? Okay, so they didn't tell me anything else about this particular biome.
Not that you can recall. There had to, by your estimation, by JR's estimation, there was probably a reason that they hung around in this biome in particular. Whether that's safety, probably safety. Yeah, Attila.
So, out of character, I'm wondering, is the Feywild its own? I know it's a different plane, but does it mirror the actual reality, just its own deal, or does it like? I guess I would like to make a roll as Attila to see if maybe I understand if maybe it mirrors or if it's its own thing. So, like for example, we are in the Feywild now, but if we continue along the same path. It's the same path that would be in our actual plane. You know what I'm saying?
So I can tell you this, and it's not going to be very helpful,
That's fair.
but
okay.
it is not known. At least to people who do not live outside the Feywild, if it is. Because unfortunately, even though you've got this huge area of crossover, very rarely do you find people who actively delve between the two of them. Sure, the adventuring parties come and go, but the ones that make it back don't like to talk about it, honestly. And
Oh, good.
very often they're looking for more tangible things. They're not looking for scientific discoveries. So you may be able to intuit that. You're going to have to spend some time here. That's what I would
Yeah,
say.
that's fair. Attila doesn't know
but-
shit. I was just out of character,
Right.
wondering if maybe it works like a mirror realm, instead of
Sure, right.
like in Stranger Things. The Upside Down is the exact same copy of the world, just
Upside
completely, completely different. Yeah.
It's the
The
same, but
reason
different.
I say it is not known is for all
It
of
is
you
not known.
DMs out there, use that one because it's code speak for I haven't decided yet.
No,
That's
the
fair.
thing to fuck with your players as a DM is say
Okay.
everything is it seems like.
It seems like is a rough one.
It's time for
All
Snell
right.
to get super rich by being
It
the first
seems
adventurer
like
to
you're in a
make
throuple.
scientific
All right, everyone.
discovery.
I think. I mean, the closest person that knows anything about this realm is JR, and it seems like maybe he doesn't know exactly where we are. So I think we all just
We're
pack up
somewhere
our.
safe, probably.
All right, that sounds about right. Okay,
Feywild and safe.
Honestly,
We-
bad passing
let's just-
for weather
let's-
now.
we could
yep,
be.
exactly.
Honestly, we could go.
Lotus has the idea.
So in the Feywild, in certain biomes, is there like a specific like Fey patron to that biome?
There may be. Would the canopy jumpers pay attention to that much?
I mean, I think we would have to, so we would know if we have permission to even be in that person's
Queen
lands.
Titania?
Would the
Uh,
canopy jumpers care much about that?
I mean, no, but we need to know if we need to make we would need to know if this is somewhere we can make a longer camp, or if it's something where we need to keep things break down quick. You know what I mean?
Lotus.
I don't.
Yeah.
Explain
Yeah.
further.
So, yeah,
1 second.
go ahead.
Oh,
I-
I was just going to ask. You knew of that thing in the forest. It looked like you, but it wasn't you. An alternative you. You said you don't. You know of it because you said it was in your dreams, or
Yeah, that it's probably nothing. It's been following me for a while.
so you said is it? I'm wondering if it has the ability to plane shift us places.
I mean, it's never done it before. It doesn't really talk to me. It just freaks me out a little bit, and then I wake up in like a cold sweat. But then it's fine. I don't know. I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I don't.
No, I know you don't necessarily know. I'm just trying to get maybe I don't know how we got here. I know it could be completely
Right.
random, but I'm
So-
trying my
We
best.
probably just fell into a pocket of the
I-
Feywild that was like on top of, but like not on like that was like parallel to the pocket to the dimension that we were in. So
I
we probably
just-
just fell into it.
I just
and
don't
it happens.
know if this is coincidence.
I mean,
the answer I have for Thomas's question.
hey,
You know that the canopy jumpers are free to be in this area.
okay. Hey, that's good information.
I am couching that in terms of what you know. I'm just interrupting these two because yeah. Yeah. I mean it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm out of the loop.
It's in
The chat.
we put
The
it in
chat.
so the stream can see it too. But
It's in the fucking forge
Yep.
chat.
It's in stream, it's in yep.
Oh, dying.
What?
It's
Hold
fine.
on, I don't see anything. Dang.
Oh, on the
Correct,
game?
Adela.
In the roll chat? On
Oh,
the
yeah.
bottom?
Oh, I got you. Yep.
No, nothing. Oh
Yep. Yep.
But that being said,
Probably nothing.
Hey, it's fine. If anything, we can just say that we were with the canopy jumpers and we got a little lost. It'll be okay.
Canopy jumpers.
Yeah, Mooney, Snake, Booty, Candlehead, JR, and I. We were all just hanging out with the canopy jumpers.
Mhm.
Those names.
Jumping canopies. Jumping the canopies.
Absolutely.
Then why are we down here and not in the canopies?
Because we fell. And now we need to try and find our way back up.
What is I'm learning. What is the canopies? I don't.
The tops of the trees.
Yeah, the canopies are the tops of the trees.
We are in
Oh,
the
okay.
understory.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pack up my stuff and I'm gonna start walking that way.
I'm gonna give DOG another bowl of coffee.
Yeah, I made DOG enough for the coffee.
That's not smart.
Poisonous to dogs.
Yeah, I'm pretty
This
sure
is a
caffeine is
magical
poison
world.
to most
Let me
animals.
have this.
He's got to make an intelligence roll to see if he even fucking knows that shit.
No, honestly, DOG's probably smart enough that I give her a bowl of coffee and
hold
she
on.
just dumps it
Hold
over when
on.
I'm not
She is
looking.
magical.
Coffee is bad for dogs. That's what the internet says. So
Yeah, I was
full
gonna say, I'm pretty
disclaimer.
sure caffeine along with chocolate and
Onions are bad for dogs,
Grapes?
and I think
Garlic.
pork.
Grapes. There's a lot of things raisins.
I give all of those. DOG's fine. I give her that stuff all the
Mint.
time, and she's just behind me like,
Methamphetamine.
Methamphetamine's bad for people too.
Methamphetamine is bad in large doses. All doses. Sorry, all doses.
Oh, so small doses. Oh, all doses.
So-
Okay, my bad.
It's bad and illegal.
the question
don't
I'm going
condone
to
any of
ask
that.
is I
Unless
don't
it's
have a
cool.
map for you. Because you're not in
bullshit.
the real world anymore, Dorothy.
Oh no.
So I can ask, which one of the 8 directions are you headed? Because somebody has
Northwest.
keen mind, which
Oh,
means
shit.
even in a
That's me.
magic world they've never been before, they're still able to figure out where north is.
You guys
should
tell
be
me where you
going
want to go.
southeast.
We could go places. Where do you want to go? We could go the places. All the places.
If-
Where are we
Well,
going?
we
If
can
we
all
were
look north
following-
for JR.
Philip just starts walking east after he packs his shit up.
Okay.
He's just
Okay.
walking that way.
East feels wrong, but okay.
Yeah,
that's fine.
We're
north is the
heading
right
that way
way.
anyway.
I'm gonna call Attila and be like, Jared said north. North is not the direction you're going.
JR said north. Does JR know where we are? You know what? Know what? Okay. All right.
Hey, you listen here, newbie. That like JR's the leader.
Yes. Yes, Jared's the
Goddamn.
As much as I respect JR and I respect you, all right. I feel like based on his answers, he has no fucking idea what he's doing either.
Hey, I know that the canopy jumpers are safe, okay? And I know the names of the canopy jumpers, so if we get in trouble and someone says if we're allowed to be here or not, I can pull out names and we'll be fine. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna go north. So, I
Alright.
mean,
Well,
I'm gonna.
if you're going, if everyone's going north, then I will go as well. But
We'll go north.
I'm here to help protect this caravan and you people. So
You? What do you
What
mean?
do you mean,
people?
you people?
you people.
now.
No, I mean non-sun touched. Maybe Gideon though. You know.
Maybe Gideon.
Maybe Gideon. Listen, north is that way, so we should.
What?
Gideon is
Monty.
arguably more sun-touched than anyone here.
Yuan Ti can't be sun touched. I take great offense to that.
I don't want to be touched by suns. That's just
hey,
me. But we
yeah,
should go.
I, honestly,
Probably daughters.
if anyone, I'm sun touched because I've been up in the really tippity top canopies, and that's as close to the sun as you can get. And if I've been the closest to actually touch the sun.
What about mountains?
So, out of
Those don't exist in the Feywild.
which direction are we
Bullshit.
going?
North. We're gonna go
North.
north.
Okay.
Well,
North.
we're in the Feywild now. Snell, you see any mountains? Does he see any mountains?
So, think of
You
this
don't
like
even
a
know of the
redwood forest.
terrain.
Like some giant ass California redwoods.
Yeah. See,
These
you're
things
seeing.
are hundreds of feet tall. There
See?
is even if there were mountains, how could you see them from down here?
There's definitely mountains.
Ignorance is bliss.
JR,
True.
I can't see past the trees, but if you want, I could certainly huck you up into them and see if you see anything.
I'm down. Let's
Those
do it.
arms.
Oh, I can do that.
No, let's do that.
Let's
So,
go north.
I hate all of
I
you.
start walking north.
I'll follow
All right,
Gideon.
Yoji, hurry up and finish your coffee. We
People-
got things to do.
Spills it over.
Yo. Can I be a fucking swarm of squirrels now? Because that's
No.
a CR2 creature? And I could be CR2 creatures now?
I think
Can I
there's
just
something
guess?
against the swarm tag, is there not?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think you can
I
be a
just got to say.
swarm.
I could be a rhinoceros. Can I be a rhinoceros?
I mean,
Go ahead.
Daniel, do you still have all of the dinosaur pieces so that she can eventually
Please continue.
just
So, that's
T-Rex?
oh,
It'll make sense
Setting
when,
off.
when
The one boon of this area of the Feywild is these giant redwoods have pretty much taken all of the nutrients out of this soil for themselves. And so, apart from some light mosses, some small shrubs, things like that, most of the underbrush is gone. And there's a bit of room between these trees. They're, these are the ones that have outcompeted everything else, and so they've killed everything smaller around them. Oh, don't you just love nature?
damn
The fact
nature,
that I
you
exist
scare
means
me.
I killed lots of things, whether I'm
Killed
a
us all.
tree, you know, or anything else.
Tweaked. And then Lord Charles Darwin stumbled upon new information that creatures that were dead were less likely to have babies than those that weren't dead.
Wow.
And then Charles Darwin himself evolved into a dead man.
But that being
Sounds
said,
about right.
one of the advantages here is there is plenty of room down here to travel. You're not cutting through brush. You're not trying to slip between trees, anything like that. This is
It wouldn't matter because
section of forest.
difficult terrain in a forest does not slow our group travel now that I'm level 6.
Yeah, it shouldn't. It's like the same streets, I think.
I'm looking at you, Rowan. That was bad.
I'm not
Actionable
acknowledging
pun
it.
detected.
Yes,
Oh.
actionable pun detected.
Hit me with it.
CV11. But anyway,
No Python.
during these next 3.5 hours walking north, it's for anyone whose name isn't JR, this is an entirely new experience. Even for Attila, the
Oh yeah.
section of the Feywild you were wandering in before was considerably denser and more dangerous than this. Things are nice and open here. For JR, this is like coming home. The familiar scent in the air, bird song that you haven't heard in a long time, filling your ears.
JR is definitely whistling along with it too.
The cool breeze, whispering through the leaves and cooling your skin. If it weren't for the fact that you were in the Feywild, this place might be pretty. Beautiful, even. Like so much nature is.
Yeah, but it's got a tricky Fey, which we haven't run into any yet.
You have... JR? This forest has been suspiciously still. You can hear the birds. You can't see them.
Mm-hmm.
Other than some insect life, there are no large living creatures here. When I say large, I mean you haven't seen rodents. And those things are kind of everywhere.
Yeah.
No cancer mouse?
I'm gonna take out a dagger and I'm gonna mark a tree as we start walking.
Yay!
I'm just gonna start
You solved my
marking
puzzle. I'm joking.
trees as we walk.
Wasn't that like five episodes in Naruto? Like they turned that whole gag into like 5 episodes. We've just been wandering in circles in this forest. How do you know? Because I killed that giant centipede like an hour ago, and there it is.
Wow, hold on. You mean anime is really bad about dragging shit on unnecessarily long?
That's why you read the manga.
Oh yeah, how
Why
many
you
thousands
read the
of
manga?
pages of One Piece?
Hey,
That's a whole lot,
Guys,
more
you have
interesting.
to watch
really good.
every single episode of One Piece.
here we
talking
go.
about manga, right?
One
I don't
Piece.
think you understand. One Piece is the greatest piece of fiction ever
Let's
written.
not get
And it
started
is
on
one of
this.
the
I didn't mean to
greatest
start a
pieces of
riot. I didn't
manga
mean to start a riot.
you could read in your entire life. All right.
Hold on.
Great mistake was made.
Let's
I can
focus
silence
on
on the party
the
so we can
game
continue.
before we've got a lot to get. We've
Yeah, I'm
got
ready.
some
Let's
trucking
go.
to do.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I
I'm
want to
on.
learn 7 things by myself.
Hey,
So,
it's the best.
JR, it is about the time you're starting to notice a
8.
lot of this. It's when you hear some familiar sounds on the air. The rustle of branches and the creak of wood.
Oh. Shit.
High above you.
I wish I could react on these.
Do I get to look up? I'm looking up. Do I see anything?
Do I get to look up? No, you don't have that
Making a
option.
perception check.
Your neck is
Look it up.
broken.
Yeah, this
You've
is an
already
old-timey
died.
Doom shooter.
Wait, I
We
almost
don't-
want to
we
go
can't-
with
we
my.
can't
There is no
look
mouse
up.
look.
Fuck it. Let's see what it is.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Go.
What's your rabbit
You
eyes see?
see the flash of
A gun.
figures jumping from tree to tree to tree. Dozens of them. Probably 30 or so.
We can take
Aaron
him.
gone.
Skythons.
Ooh, rabbit stew tonight, boys.
How-
The
How
trees are
far up
hundreds of
are
feet
they?
high. Hundreds of feet.
They're up in the canopy.
Yeah.
They're up there. Maybe 100 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna use thaumaturgy, and I'm gonna yell at them.
Get off my lawn.
Do we have a like call and respond type thing that we do at all? DM?
I'm gonna say you do if you want one. Absolutely. You tell me what it is.
That's a good question.
Sorry, I love
The
that.
bathroom's so bad, but I want to know how this turns out.
I don't.
Take us with you.
I put something you could use in the chat, and it is not like a joke or anything. It's lyrics from an old song.
Hey, I'll do that. Yeah. I will thaumaturgy real loud. What Nightheart wrote, which is "Canny at Dawn." I don't even know what that means, but I don't have to
It's
know.
like-
It's probably half the fun of.
It's not, you're just going to sleep at dawn.
everyone who is not JR, all of a sudden JR has just shouted out in a booming voice,
I mean, loud.
"Kenny at
loud.
dawn!"
I straight up thaumaturgy and then yell real loud.
And it is like the forest freezes.
I pull out my blade.
All of
Snuffle's
the
been
bird song.
writing this whole time. It's just like,
As you like go to pull out your blade, like I'll like turn to you and like wave you off. You could still pull it out, but I'll like no need type wave. You know what I mean?
No, I'll be like out of the sheath and I'll put it back. If you say so, then sure. All right, put it back.
It's
I
like
trust
the
you.
forest freezes. The bird song stops. It almost feels like the air itself stands still in time. Those figures that you saw up there, JR, no longer moving. Instead, you see ears poking over the branches, peering all the way down.
Oh, this is about to be
There's a
kawaii.
pause for about, I'll say, 6 seconds.
Desu.
And then the voice calling back down, "Bonnie at morn!"
They should have said bunny at morn. Anyway.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You know what? That earned one.
And it's like the forest is taken out of its little time freeze. As you see, throwing themselves off of these branches, 20, maybe 30 Harengon, all in free fall.
I cast silence on them so they can't cast featherfall.
You're evil! You're a bad human!
That's the murder hobo campaign.
By the way, to everyone else, Harengon are raining from the sky.
Splat, 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 splat.
Overload!
With a
It just-
loud thump.
Ah,
One,
God,
then
there's
two,
more than
then
one.
3, 4, 5,
now.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 35 Harengon.
Full dead.
All peering at your group. Curious.
I just brace myself. I mean, like,
ears twitching.
Sonella goes full Yuan T mode, like the black snake eyes, the split jaw, and everything. Flicks
just
out their
measuring
snake
them.
tongue. Like,
Lotus is excited. Like, just like,
what do they smell like when I When I do the snake tongue thing, what do they smell like?
They
smell like
the
fear.
forest.
It's fair. I'm
Curiosity mixed with fear, yes.
I'm gonna turn to Thrasher, who I believe was the leader.
Hey, guess what?
Huh.
Thrasher's fucking dead.
He's
You
not
don't
there.
recognize a single one of these Heron-Gon.
Not a
I was
single one.
one of them.
Thrasher's fucking dead.
Hey, Attila, maybe. So I'm gonna. I said, Attila, maybe.
I
But
just
I
slowly
speaks
pull
up.
out a weapon.
One of them stands taller. Which one of you was that?
It was
This
a
one, a
rabbit.
dark,
Yes.
a brown and white patched Heron-Gon, probably a head above the rest, looking over and... Who are you?
Who are you? And where is Thrasher? Where is
At
anyone?
the word Thrasher,
Thrasher's
there's a lot of, like, all of the rabbits turn and start whispering amongst one another. This Heron-Gon kind of is taken aback and... How do you know the name Thrasher? We're the Canopy Jumpers. This
Yeah.
is kind of our section of forest.
You may be a imitation or a extra auxiliary group, but
Excuse me? My group has stood the tests of time for over 1,000 years. As a matter of fact, Thrasher was one of our most revered and, well, one of our originals. One of our beginning. How do you know the name Thrasher?
Sanel is going to kneel
Is the
down
other-
next to.
I
Sorry,
need
go ahead.
everyone to make me a perception check as this is going on.
Sanel is going to kneel down next to JR and say, I believe time moves differently in the Feywild. Be careful what you say.
Like I said, I invented perception.
How is it that Flanagan always happens to roll these fucking high ass rolls?
Can I
Like-
use my 70?
Because this has to do with my homie. Alright? I'm watching everything when my homie is involved.
This is why I took blind sense, because
Yes,
I can't
sir.
do a perception roll for anything outside of 10 feet.
I have bad wisdom, smile.
I also want to like look down at JR and be like, how long did Herringons usually live? Like, just out of curiosity.
I mean,
every
About 15 minutes if they keep looking at him like this.
Flanagan and Flanagan, Sanel, and Lotus. You hear whisperings among this group, and you can actually pick out the white rabbit, the one who like the stories. Yeah, I think so. It can't be though, right? That was
This is perfect.
a long time ago. No,
Racist
maybe
ass
I just-
rabbits.
The white
What
rabbit?
perception do you need to hear this?
Perception.
Oh,
So-
just roll active?
yeah.
Okay. Alright.
So, yeah, Sanel is kneeled down next to JR to say that, and it's like, they're speaking of some sort of white rabbit as if it is something to be cared about. Use this against them.
Oh God! And I'm on the other side of
Priscilla,
JR,
you do.
and I'm just like, I think they're talking about you.
And this one is this apparently this leader is stands and says, so again I ask the question, how do you know us?
He is the white rabbit.
Do you recognize them?
The white rabbit?
It's not the white
How
rabbit.
do you
He just says
know?
out loud to everyone that quells the whispering immediately.
Are you so sure?
I mean, what if he
I'm
was?
certain the white rabbit died.
Of what?
Someone from the other part of the circle says, he died to save us all.
In what way?
People start to whisper again, and one of them says, Tom, can I... Someone should tell them. And this large Tom, this large Herringon, turns and... All right, fine. You want to tell him? Tell him. So, there is a story in our ancient lore of the White Rabbit, the one who ran. We were attacked by a vicious pack of Mog. Things with razor-sharp teeth, tearing claws, and a voracious appetite that wanted to eat the entire forest. They were working their way through the Feywild, killing anything they saw on sight, destroying it, devouring, and multiplying. And this white rabbit, this outsider of ours, this coward, they led this horde to a cliff, and with them nipping at his heels, tried to jump the canyon, leading them and him to his doom. Saving the Feywild and all of us.
Cool.
What would you do? Sorry, like, Snell steps a bit closer, still, like, fully snaked out, like, even the scale patches have grown a bit, and is like, and what would you do, little rabbits, if your living legend was in front of you?
That was 1,000 years ago, before the last great calamity.
Time moves different in the material planes.
There's that calamity again.
By the way, JR, just gonna confirm some questions I think you have for me.
Mm-hmm.
You don't remember any of that. You're not even sure what a Mog is, I don't think.
Yep, I assumed as much. Never heard of it before now. I'm gonna kind of pull Snell back and be like, chill the fuck out. I'm not that. The fuck do you think you're doing? That's not me.
Sure. If you pretend that you are, then you can get them to do whatever you want, you fool.
We don't know the story. We just know what they've told
What
us.
is your name?
They just
They're
told us
Fey,
the story.
and they're smarter than us. Well, probably.
My name
If
is
you
Fuckhead.
truly are who they claim to be, who they claim you to be, then your name would be Run.
It's
Just Run.
And
Oh,
Snell
it's
just
the only
fucking
name that
smiles.
is gone. That is the only name that our savior has gone by for millennia.
By the way, a dumb question, but how
My
are
name's
all of these
JR.
fucking...
That's it.
How are these bunnies reacting to a snake trying to talk to them?
Feywild.
Absolutely the way you'd expect a snake to talk to rabbits. Everyone except Tom.
They might have a pack mentality, you know? There's a lot of them.
I'm just.
They
My
better not
name's
have pack
JR.
tactics.
That's all it is. It's JR.
J.R.
What does it stand for?
Yes.
Say
Yes.
what it is.
His name is
Absolutely.
JR. As
JR.
people, as the other Herringon are quickly making this connection.
What if
Not
it's,
as it.
But that's initials for.
what if it's, I'm still like on my knee, right? Like by JR. And I'm gonna whisper like, what if your initials mean just run? What if your initials mean just run? What if you're actually the guy? You might be the guy!
What if you're actually the guy?
I don't care if you really are the guy. Just say that you are so that we can get out of here.
This is the weirdest angel devil thing ever because it's not angel devil. It's excited, like neutral being and devil. There's no angel on your shoulder. You just got excited neutral being like, what if it's you? And then it's you. Sit.
Like I just want to see what happens. I want to see what.
Snell
plays out.
knows that if you don't say it's you, we're gonna get fucking murdered by rabbits, and Snell's not gonna die to rabbits.
We're
not-
praise.
As you guys are like whispering this in my ear, I'm going to say loudly with thaumaturgy, like, we're not getting murdered by rabbits.
Of course
Why?
not. I'm a snake. Snakes eat rabbits.
If you touch them, you'll have a lot more to deal with than just 35 rabbits. There'll be 36. This time, they were a part of a group that I once knew.
Well, then they better not touch me. Huffy and sitting
Group
back.
you once know.
Well, none of you are that group any longer. Although, you knew the call and response like the back of your hand.
Of course. It's something that's been passed down since Thrasher himself.
Thrasher, your original
JR,
guy?
you would know. JR, you would know. Thrasher is the one who invented.
You're crackling. Not you. Just talking to
Garza.
Garza.
He's good now. But,
You're fine.
yeah, I know it's something that Thrasher passed down. I heard it from his mouth. It doesn't matter. You know it.
Wildfire ensues with these rabbits.
Doesn't matter. You know it, and Misfit told me that anyone who knows that call and response is good people. These
How
are
do you
my
know that
friends. Because he's my friend. Just like these are. And I would like you to treat them with as much respect as you've treated the name of Thrasher and Misfit as well. Regardless of who I am, and regardless of who you are, that is one person I will never doubt. So you guys can help us. We're not supposed to be
He
here.
kind of breaks into a small smile. Son, if you could name drop anyone. Well, I guess I
Misfit
shouldn't
was
be
the
calling
worst.
her
Roll
son.
initiative.
Oh, Snell will start.
There's a
eating
bit of confusion
Paragon.
even among the canopy jumpers. That story, that name, hasn't been spoken in this group, well, since... Could we talk?
Yeah, I actually think that's best. Let's... Me and you.
And
And I'm gonna try and walk off with him.
Wait, and I'm gonna grab your arm.
your friends can
gently.
stay. Just one. Looks at the rest of the canopy jumpers. Hero, Pharaoh, stay. The rest of you, leave. Meet back in 20 minutes.
Goodbye, little
Wait,
I'll know if you're
rabbit.
listening.
I'm sorry, my head. What? We have to leave?
No, you guys...
No.
He said you guys can stay, but
Oh.
I think JR nonetheless is gonna look at you all, and he's gonna say, Flanny, DOG, can you two stay? The rest of you walk away for a little while. I just wanna hear what they have to say.
Oh, that's fine. We can show them some of the best spots in the forest to find mushrooms, says one of them.
I love mushrooms. I'm gonna take JR by the arm very, very gently and just be like, are you absolutely sure you don't want us to hang out? We will.
I got this, and I've got
You know-
Flanny if anything goes awry. And you know, DOG,
As-
she won't let
as
anything
Snell
happen to either
turns-
of us.
As Snell turns to leave, they reach down to their belt, pop off Maddie, and hold them out to Flanagan. And are like, if anything happens, you hit this button here. This activates her. You have to think of what mode you want her to be. Think of fire, and she'll be in her flamethrower configuration. And yeah, she's actually about that size.
I
that's
understand the importance of people's heritage and respect, so I will take my leave. Show me these mushrooms.
Show me
Yes.
these mushrooms.
Are they like magic mushrooms? Or are they just regular, like good
Oh,
tasting
we have
mushrooms?
all kinds. Some that make you like
Actual magic
Also
or
some
make you
that are
fun
really
bigger,
fun.
and some will
Okay,
make
I-
you small.
I don't want
Whatever-
any that make me die, but I'd love to try something.
We have
that has
these
a
green
good time.
ones. We have these green ones that'll turn you into a plumber.
Do I know the
I'm joking.
name
That
or
doesn't
what
happen.
like?
That doesn't get said.
Do I know like a name or a colloquial like name for a mushroom that will just like that just tastes very good? Like not necessarily one that's gonna fuck them up in any way. Maybe it has like a minor
Awful.
bad thing to it, which is something that tastes super good. That I can be
Well,
like,
it
yeah,
doesn't
go with some of
actually-
these mushrooms.
Tilla doesn't give a fuck about any mushrooms. He just knows that it's important to speak with one's people. So
Snell will
You're
like
too wholesome for
just
this group.
hold
So I'm gonna give
up
you
there.
3 choices: portobello, shiitake, or morels.
Shiitake sounds crazy, like so I'm gonna say shiitake. Go show
Okay,
us some
well,
shiitake mushrooms.
A real life mushroom. There you go.
Can
Hey,
we also look for some cycloban mushrooms?
psilocybin mushrooms?
Psilocybin! That's the word! Sorry.
I mean, I don't know that word off the top
I
of my
don't
head.
want to know who or what you're planning on doing with those.
Oh my god, it's gonna be such a good time. It's gonna be such a great time.
You put them in lemon juice. I
You
mean,
do.
uh,
Or a peanut
In
butter sandwich.
lemon
in
juice is the best.
preparation for possibly making more magic items in the future.
I'm
Snell
just
is
gonna
going to ask if they have any legitimate magic mushrooms and not the lotus kind of magic mushrooms, and say, if you tell me where those ones are, I'll stop being so scary.
uh,
You
Attila's
guys
just
are
gonna
off
put
to go
his-
get your mushrooms. Is
Okay,
Gideon leaving
that's
as
it.
well? For
Hell
mushrooms?
yeah!
He's
It-
probably like
go
looking at
ahead,
these 2
Attila.
little
Go
rabbits and just. Internally.
Friend is
Kawaii!
tall.
No.
Damn,
But
they're
you
so
were you saying
cute. I
something
want
as
to
well?
pet them.
Are we good?
Yep.
Okay. I will detail what kind of mushrooms you guys find here. Ein Minuten. But first things first. They leave, and he turns to you. Tom is his full name. I should explain. I was told to guard that name. Only 3 people here know it. Ooh. Somebody died.
We lost a Garza. We got a Garza.
There we go, Garza. Keep your Gars up. I mean, what?
Oh, kill
should-
the DM!
I should explain. That name has been held very in confidence by my
Garza can
people
hear.
for as long as we have existed. Oh, well, yeah, he deafened himself. So
There it goes.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, sorry, my mic wasn't working for a second. I had to fix that.
No, you're good. You were deafened, and I'm like, well, that's not gonna. Is one that's been kept in confidence by my people since our founding.
Well, I mean,
I would ask how you know this name, but I think at this point it's readily apparent.
the second he says, I'd ask how you know this name, I'm actually going to gesture to Flanny, and I'm going to do like, you know how people gesture when it's like, hey, pull out your necklace? Like, I'm going to kind of do that, because he has a necklace that I gave him more than a few sessions ago.
And are there still 2 rabbits looking at me?
I mean,
'Cause
there
he
are
left.
Yep.
Because he had
4
rabbits stay
technically.
behind, right?
So there's Tom and then 2 others. Hero
Okay,
and
gotcha.
Tom.
I didn't know if you, if JR and the other guy like walked away even farther. But if we're all standing in a group, then Flanagan will just look around and be like, "All right, tell no one how scared I am, okay? That snake guy, he don't fuck around. This thing, I don't even really know. I'm just gonna, and I like set it down, and then I throw my hands. Okay, nothing happened. We're good. Okay, and I pull out my necklace. Fucking magic.
And
Look at this.
he pulls
I see.
out my talisman of the misfit, the one that is imbued with some of Misfit's own powers.
I'm drift out of my mind.
Yeah, you could say I know Misfit pretty well.
That's interesting.
All right, I'm gonna pick this thing up. If it explodes, it's not my fault.
I should like to ask a question. Actually, let me ask this. Why are you here?
Can I real quickly
lost?
interrupt for something that someone made me think? Flanagan, if you fucking somehow lose Maddie, Sinel will rain a hellfire down upon you that you can't even imagine, you fucking gnomish little shit. I
just hear that in the back of my
You're
brain.
gonna need a fucking.
You will regret being born.
You're gonna need a fucking binding resolution from the United Nations. I know where you're going with
Here's
that.
the thing.
Flanagan is like fully sweating.
Conviction will be a suggestion!
Flanagan is fully
Fucking Tropic
sweating,
Thunder.
shaking uncontrollably, just like. Why did they leave it with me? I don't even know. Fucking magic like that, man.
So,
Also, sorry if that was loud in the microphone, friends
No,
and
it's
family
okay.
and viewers.
but that being said, how do you answer his question?
I didn't. Which was it? I'm sorry.
Why are you here? Are you lost?
Well, lost. We'll go with that. But
Hmm.
you know how the Fae is. It's got a mind of its own. So why it thinks we're here is anyone's guess. But as of right now, we're lost.
I suppose if I were going to take a guess, it would be that everything comes full circle eventually.
Yep. Unfortunately. I am just run bit. Sure, you put 2 and 2 together with the JR.
I do. And I also understand a little bit more of that. Well, there is context that has been lost with the telling of our story, I'm sure.
Context that I don't think I have for you, unfortunately. It's the first I'm hearing of the story, despite the fact that I seem to be the main character.
Don't worry. Sometimes stories aren't things that we make to record history. Sometimes stories are what we use to give meaning. Does that make sense? For
Yeah,
example, your story.
it's not what I'm
teaches-
afraid of.
It teaches everyone, it teaches our people that running is not something to be ashamed of. That you can be a hero and still run.
Absolutely. And sometimes stories are told as prophecies, and I don't remember that happening. Maybe
If
I've
there's
lost
something
my
that is
memory.
yet to pass, then it seems that we should do what we can to help. Are you looking for a way back to, well, the material plane?
I'm gonna look at Flanny as a hey, this kind of stays between me and you type look. And then I'm gonna look at the Tom Tom, and JR is gonna be a little selfish. And JR is gonna say, not necessarily. Looking for some old ruins.
Huh.
One that I've seen in visions past.
He is not for us, Gideon.
Oh, and
Daniel, quit drinking.
speaking of parts of the story being missed out, you guys probably forgot the part about his about Just Run's faithful companion and best friend. My name is Fuckhead, and I look over at JR and I.
Hell yeah.
Because I believe that was my nickname.
Yeah.
And I reach my hand over to shake their hand.
I called you Lancelot because that's adorable.
You did, but
Yeah,
still left me hit their robot.
as you say that, I'll remember that Amy called you Lancelot, and I'll be like, "Fuckhead" or Lancelot, either of the two, whatever you choose to call him, I guess.
Some people call me Fuck a lot.
Some people call him Fuck a lot.
I reach
But-
my hand out to shake this hair of gauze.
And yeah, but no, I'm gonna say to Tom, I'm gonna, yeah, I'm looking for these ruins. However, a way back to the material plane would be fine as well. Hell,
What
they
kind
might
of
even
ruins are you
be on
looking
the
for?
material plane. I will then describe to him how I saw those ruins. The ruins that my parents were at when they gave Misfit me as a kid.
Okay.
Are you sure, he says after a moment, that you want to go there?
Um, no, no, I'm not. But
I will warn you. It is a cursed place.
well, we are in
It
the
is...
Feywild.
No, this is different. These ruins are on the material plane. And these ruins are the reason that... The reason that we will no longer venture into the material.
Well,
It is told... it has been passed down by our ancestors and theirs before, that, along with your story, as a matter of fact, that
and at not to cut you off, but also to completely
Yeah.
cut you off. At that moment, as you say, like ancestors, you're gonna see, and like you link it to that story as well. JR is gonna look up with tears in his eyes, and he's gonna go, "Thrasher's dead, isn't he?"
Thrasher has been dead for a very, very long time.
I just put my hand on JR's shoulder.
I am his great, 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 great grandson.
A little cocky, but okay. I just keep rubbing JR's back.
You're gonna see. I mean, JR blinks a few tears out, definitely crying. And he's gonna just hold his hand out and say, "Well met." Mm.
Well met,
Glad a
he
piece of him
says.
is still around, at least. Piece of that legacy. A
From
hell
what
of
I
a one.
understand, you deserved better than you were given. But it is nice to see you all the same.
It toughened me up
And shakes your
and
hand.
prepared me for the material plane.
And have no worries, all right? The faithful fuckhead is here. If you're saying that this cavern is haunted and cursed and evil, well, what
It's not.
better for people to explore it than the grinning devils, am I right?
Exactly.
Some
Exactly.
This is not a mere cavern or anything of that sort. It was a prison for some incredibly despicable and vile beings. From what I
But nothing.
understand, it is
And
empty
for a
now
minor god.
because correct. From what I understand, it is empty now because once, almost 2 millennia ago, it was opened all at once.
Oh, that's
The
good.
harbinger of an apocalypse. Something that the world still has not recovered from. Even the Feywild lost secrets.
That just makes them even more secret.
Who does your stories say opened that prison? Or is it not known?
It is not known.
I think that might be a gap I can fill in.
Really. If that's something you wish to share, that is fine. However, it makes no difference to me. Our ancestors survived, and because of that, we are here.
It's fair. I mean, might as well brag about mom and dad. They may have potentially released an apocalypse, but if you ask me, it's pretty badass that they got in there and did it anyway.
Kind of horrible that they left their son there, but that's debatable. At the end of the
I
day.
mean, left their son with a
At the end of the day.
god. And I'll say, I mean, if there's stories about me, there's stories about Thrasher, and there's stories about Misfit. Only fair that Patches and Archer get in there too.
Patches and Archer. The parents of the one who ran. That's how they will be remembered.
I like that. I'm glad it'll be passed down. Their names deserve as much recognition as anyone else's, from what I've been told. The
Fighting it
little
well
I've been
done.
told.
So much honor and glory.
Hero, Fowrel, do you remember this? And both of them nod in tandem. These two are our scribes, of course. Not in as many words. They remember and pass down what they've seen, and the things they've been told. So, it
Please
looks
remember
like
how
we need
hot
to
I
find
am.
you. One of them just kind of looks at you and raises an eyebrow, but doesn't say anything. They're
Look, I
working
know
right
I'm
now.
not a Haragon, but to the beauty standards of my people, I'm definitely one of the hottest. That's something that you should remember. It's really important.
So, looks
Is
like I need to
Tom
work
taller
on
than
finding.
him?
Oh yes,
Oh, I'm gonna look at him and be like, "Hey man,
Tom is a medium-sized creature.
wait, hey man. Unfortunately, I'm short for a Heron God. So you're real short for a material plane person. Ain't going in
It
that
is
book at
true.
all.
You are about the size of a sprite. Well, that's an exaggeration. But I've seen well-fed sprites.
As have I. Stolen a few pieces of pie.
Oh, trust me, that's one of the traditions that has long stood with us.
Strength in the Fae? Stealing
Of
their shit.
course.
It's fun times.
Of course. Why wouldn't it's? If I may say so myself, it is one of the. It is the spice of life. To mess around with those that deem themselves your betters.
Absolutely. Ooh,
The spice
Did-
melange.
did Thrasher pass this on too?
Shai
It
Hulud.
almost always works against the Fae and their riddle bullshit. And I'm gonna tell him or I'm gonna ask him. I'm just gonna be like, what can you hold without touching?
I'm trying to not just say it because now I know.
I mean, it would be kind of a, like
No,
Tom just to, like lean forward and just be like a promise and like put out his hand, as like a promise.
Well, the answer was a conversation, so.
Or
The
yeah,
answer was
but
a
a promise.
So,
conversation, but a
he said
promise
he
is a
would
good one as
say,
well.
"Well, of course, it was a conversation."
No, it's a breath, you stupid.
And
Can I
I'm-
get what they are? Can I go for a high five?
Oh my god,
I'm-
shut Flanagan.
Flanagan
real
got
quick.
dusted.
He turns on and flamethrowers Flanagan's face.
When he says a conversation, I'm gonna steal what Sassy just said, and I'm gonna be like, a promise as well, and I'm just gonna hold my hand out for a shake.
Yeah, he shakes your hand.
Oh,
and
nope,
says,
just leaving me hanging. All right, well,
"Do you offer your hand, Flanagan?"
Oh no, I
He
went
was
for a
trying to do
high
a high
five.
five
I
for
thought I was
me.
right.
Oh. But Tom looks at Valrel and says, "All right. How far? In what direction?" Not far. Quarter mile east. All right.
Hey, and when he says east, I'm just gonna be like, hey, direction's a little fucky here. Can we say it's west and still go east? I kind of made a whole big deal earlier about going north and not going east. And I just,
Amy's gonna know.
I
She's
think
gonna know.
There is
Just like,
one a little out
for
of
my
the
sake.
way. It's about a mile west.
will it get us where we want to go still?
It's a little bit longer of a trip, but yes.
I won't make the rest of them stay here. We can go east. It'll be quicker.
Just say
Okay.
east whenever you're talking to the Lion Man.
Truly, what is 3/4 of a mile between friends?
How many Haragon came with us? By the way, was it like the rest of them?
32.
32,
32 Aaron gone.
And they're all like super friendly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're
Y'all
all
are
they're
squatted
pulling
up.
you every which way. Some of them are
Are they
showing
even
you
friendly
flowers.
to
Some of them are getting you
Sanel?
mushrooms.
I want to
They're-
say like when
You've said you wouldn't. Actually, you
I
made a
mean,
deal with him. If they showed
I-
you a thing, you wouldn't. You know.
Oh yeah, Sanel said,
I
"Show me the
imagine-
like legit magic mushrooms, and I'll quit being scary."
I imagine if they're willing to show a lion, they're willing to show a snake, and vice versa.
when they get back, there's gonna be like a Haragon on like one of my shoulders, like a Haragon hanging onto my arm. So I'm just
Oh
like
my
walking
gosh.
around because I'm like giving them gifts.
So now
and-
we'll be giving them like the fucking like a fucking like journal
all come
open
back
to
wearing
like
pink.
pages that are just like series of runes, and be giving them like, here's the basics on etherology and shit like that, like a fucking class. I'm like, here's
a class
Well-
first.
okay, so,
So
that's
this
what-
is
that's what they call
this
the
is the
study of
different-
magic, and that's what they call the study of magic in Final Fantasy 14. I'm stealing that. He calls it
No, you're good.
etherology.
And
What I
Lotus
was
is
going to
holding
say-
on- oh,
I'm listening, Lotus.
just holding on to hands of two of them, and we're talking about plants and how they have interesting personalities.
This is fucking great.
Yeah,
What's
Biolante
Attila
was
doing
really
with this?
interesting.
All right,
Oh,
Attila,
yeah,
what
I
are
met
they
this
doing?
one, it was really
Before
scary.
me and
Attila,
Flanny
these
ever
things
get
have no
back,
fear around you.
I for sure tell Flanny, I'm like, hey, that all stays there.
Oh,
They don't,
yeah. Don't worry.
right?
Yeah. I mean, that's between you and Fuckhead. You know what I'm talking about?
Fantastic. Well, I guess thanks, fuckhead. And you too, DOG, right?
Hey,
Yes, DOG's little girl.
We never made a nickname for DOG. Fuck.
Dog.
DOG's
That is
name
a
is
name.
the DOG, just like JR. Because
I mean,
DOG's
we
an
don't
hey,
know-
acronym.
Attila.
We don't know dog's real
Do you
names.
try the mushroom that is given to you? They're like, you might like this one.
Will I? Oh, if you say so. I mean, sure, yeah. Let me take a little nibble.
You ever had a mushroom that tasted like steak?
Blasted.
Does it taste like steak?
Yes.
I need more. I need more of these. Where?
Oh, that's fucking great.
Yes,
Okay.
I need. Where did you get this? And I need you to show me. I need more right now. Get a bag. Get a bag, and before we go back to wherever we need to go.
We found his Scooby
They
snack.
show you to where they have fresh ones, and then they also have ones that have been dried into almost. You can't really jerky
Like
a
a
mushroom,
jerky?
but it's close.
Yep. I'm getting a bag. It's wonderful. Honestly,
They
this is
have a
something
bag
I.
of holding.
You know, I thought you were about to say you can't jerky a mushroom, and I was like, you know, never mind. Never
Technically,
mind.
it could maybe.
So
Never mind.
let me get through. Let me get through some other things that people said. They do show you to the shiitake mushrooms. The psilocybin ones, roll me a d12. Roll me a d4 for your magic mushrooms. And Gideon, do you also try the steak flavored mushrooms?
Oh yeah, I mean, if Attila has tried them, he'll also try them. We'll just give it a good nod.
These
And then
are
he's
the
gonna-
like
best
steak.
things I've had in a very long time.
He's gonna share bits of like his
Hey,
the dried
don't say
rowan
that to
fruit.
the two fae that make your breakfast.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna give this to them, right? Like they gotta know
You're
it's
gonna
their
give it to them
mushroom.
and go.
Yeah, that way they can make our breakfast with these.
Okay, next time
Oh,
you go
yeah,
grocery
give it to
shopping.
him.
Okay, Lotus, 8
Yeah.
psilocybin mushrooms.
I'm so excited! In the bag. Let me write it down.
Wow,
Because
you're gonna
I'm
have
not even bothering.
terrible nightmares. I can already see it.
It's
It's gonna
gonna
be
be
so
fine.
bad.
It's
That
gonna be
thing
fine.
that was in the
You can all
forest
have
is
terrible
going to
nightmares
be.
together.
Guys, imagine Lotus's
Yay!
dream palace when she's using those.
Oh
Well, this isn't the
God.
one with the dream palace. She's gonna have to slip this shit into something that she
All right, I
gives
got
to
a message.
something
I
that she
have
gives
one.
the teacher without telling her.
I would not do that. That's not fair. You want to have a good time with friends on magic mushrooms.
Well, Lotus
8
has
of
her
those?
own.
I do.
Okay, so that D3. Now I need you to roll me a D100.
Yeah. I think he went to use the restroom, so I'll roll for him. Or who's rolling?
Oh, I'm talking to
To Gideon?
To
Young
no, I'm
Homie?
talking to Snell.
Snell. Snack. Oh!
Oh shit.
It's either really, really good or really, really bad. Please tell me we're not doing Warhammer. Please tell me we're not doing Warhammer numbers.
Damage.
Oh, thank God I get to bring in a new character.
No,
Because
we
that
won't.
would be
But I love now.
that would be like
I said the
3
same
points above. That would be 9 points above what's it called? Massive damage, where if you take at least double your health points, you immediately die.
But
Yes.
Sanelle's my favorite mean girl. You're
So-
my mean girl.
I think
in
that happens in
Christ.
D&D
They would
too, though.
explain.
Yeah, but now you get a person called
that
Little
these
Duck.
3 mushrooms that they hand you, small, little, just tiny, red and white mushrooms.
They're actually tiny
just
red
about
caps.
the size of your pinky nails. They go. It'll be easier to explain this out of character. Basically, they would explain you prepare these mushrooms and you can turn them into a. I was about to say a poultice, but that doesn't work too well.
An
Ingesting these
unguent?
mushrooms will give you the vengeful trait.
Ooh, what is this trait you speak of?
For the next
Become Batman.
24 hours,
You are
if you
vengeance.
are
You are the
hit
knight.
by an attack on the next turn, you gain advantage to hit the opponent that hit you.
That's really good, but I only get 3. If we
That's
ever know we're going into
24-hour
boss
dose.
battle. If we ever know we're going in. So basically, what you're telling me is I have advantage on the next 3 bosses that we know we're going up against. because I will eat the shit out of magic mushroom. Sinel will trip on shrooms before going into that
I'm
boss
ready to fight
battle.
them.
I mean, we're all gonna trip on shrooms. I've got enough for all of us. Let's
Now roll
fucking
me
go.
another 1d100 for the side effects.
Please.
Diarrhea.
My dick
Please.
fell off.
Please.
Side effects. Read
Oh,
the
we
things
almost
that
got
Pepto-Bismol
69.
fixes.
Let's see
Oh,
here.
nice.
Indigestion.
67.
Upset stomach.
If it was 69, there are no side effects.
The
Nice.
the side effect is you have to sleep with someone. I'll pick it out for you.
The
I'll
side
pick them
effect
out
is
for
you turn back into a 6th grader and laugh at it in your sleep.
no. Sinel has to sleep with somebody.
I got you.
Fanservice?
Got you.
I was about to
I
say the
already know who I'm gonna
fanfic.
hook you up with.
I do
That's a
too.
little scary.
It
Sinel's
rhymes
not
with
being added to the
GOP.
polycule, are they? Because Sinel will be
No.
immediately kicked out of the polycule for being a bitch.
No. However, we're all bitches, so it kind of works out. You do vibe really well with the rest of us, but no, I don't want to have sex with Sanel personally. But I got somebody. I got some. We'll see. We'll talk about it another time.
Who you got? Never. Oh, never.
You know, because you got them too.
This is upsetting.
No.
Now I feel like I'm left out of a fun
Do you-
conversation.
You are
Do you
left
want
out
me
of the
to-
conversation because you're never like putting out. So
Okay, this one's all right. 67. Your eye color changes to a random color.
Oh,
I get this
shit!
shit for free.
That's ill. Yeah, like
No,
that's.
wait, no. That means that these fucking mushrooms give me the fucking Sharingans. My eyes turn fucking red.
You get the tokas and everything.
Congratulations. You're writing this down, right?
I mean, I did.
Tilla has been smile, but
Write
I
it
will
down.
put it
Wait,
somewhere.
what?
I got you. I
The
wrote
man-
it down.
yeah, I was gonna
I
say.
got it.
As he's leaning back in his chair, hands behind his head. Hold on, wait.
I
got
wrote
you.
down that I found some dope steak mushrooms, but
Oh, I didn't write down the steak mushrooms.
Where would
did I find?
Here.
Did
I'll
I-
put them in my inventory somewhere.
I thought
Where's
those
the,
were the only
like-
mushrooms I found.
I'll put them in consumables because they are literally consumables.
And I need Attila. I need you to roll me a d12.
Oh boy. Okay, hold on. I'm coming.
This is beautiful. You guys got mushrooms. JR gets to go see the cavern where he was abandoned, and I get to make sure that I'm canonically
8
hot in Herringon culture.
pounds
Got you. 8 pounds?
of these steak mushrooms.
Yes!
That's so many pounds.
All right, 1 second. I'm gonna
Oh
disappear
boy,
for this
everything's
on purpose.
getting
They
cooked
bring
for
you. They
these
show you
motherfuckers.
baskets.
Oh no.
Garza reconnected.
It was on purpose. My Discord does this weird thing every once in a while where everyone
Mine
sounds like
does too. Yeah, mine
Yep.
does too.
8 pounds of these fucking. They bring you baskets of these. They're like, you like them? Here, have some.
Oh yeah, Attila's gonna
Got
be
a bag
fat
of
as fuck by the
holding.
time he gets back.
Do you want to stick him in my bag of holding? Like, I'll just open the bag. You can fucking stick
No.
your shit in there.
No,
Okay.
he's
Not
going
fucking
my
mad at it.
bag.
If anything,
So-
this will be like a diet.
The two halves of this group are reunited. Right?
Mhm.
No, we abandon
Hi.
them and start our own campaign.
Oh.
JR. Tom
That's me.
will look at the rest of the group and say, all right, everybody. Say goodbye to our good friends. We're going to be off, but we'll be watching.
Oh my god. Lotus is gonna
JR,
start
if you need
hugging
anything,
people.
Just call.
And I'm gonna look over. I'm gonna like nod to him, thank you. And I'm gonna look over to Lotus and be like, "Hey, navigate us east."
Are we going east or west?
East or west.
And I go, "Hey,
Go
navigate us
west.
east."
Go west. You know you want to.
Got
Well-
us a way out of here.
Okay, so Lotus is like hugging all of these people, and she's just like, I'm gonna miss you. You were wonderful. I'm so excited. I hope we see each other again. East. Okay, we should go that way.
east, huh?
And like she's a little
Oh.
sad.
Okay.
Oh, east, huh?
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I thought.
And I'm just looking at the lore keepers and I'm like, remember, remember. It's so important that you remember these things, okay?
It is. It
My
is.
blonde hair, my rippling muscles. Watch this. Ooh, I flip my hair. That's
Hero
hot. Write
turns
that
to
down.
Valorel and goes, "Did he have black hair? I think he had black hair.
No, fuck.
Yeah, I think
God
he had
damn it.
black hair.
Guys.
No, wait.
I'm
he
gonna
was a
look at both of
ginger.
them and
Give
be
me
like,
Maddie back.
I'm gonna be like, it was
Right,
definitely
ginger
black
with
hair.
bright green eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely black hair. But other than that,
No. Sanel will look
do
to
you
those two and
remember
be
the
like,
grinning devils? And
if
the
you
fact
remember one
that
thing
they
of
helped
Flanagan,
the White Rabbit.
you will remember this. They looked like a bitch.
That's really catchy. I can make a
sexy bitch! A sexy bitch! Really sexy!
Hand me back Maddie, and I might say a sexy bitch.
I very, very carefully and honestly, I'm not
fuck
even
is
like,
this?
it's so obvious how terrified I am to be holding this thing. I'm just like,
And Sanel, like, very casually takes Maddie, puts her back on his belt, and goes, mid.
Mid.
That's all they say is like they do the like they go like they make this hand gesture and they're like mid. And then just smile at Flanny like you got fucking punked, kid.
Alright.
I will look to
Fucking
Attila and go,
magic.
we went north,
There
now
are
we go
many
east.
waves.
It was northeast.
Close enough. We'll compromise, huh?
Technically, we
many
were going
waves and
southeast in the real
smiles.
world.
Goodbye, bunny
the young
men.
ones
I will
are
eat
still
the fuck
hanging
out of
off
these.
Gideon. It's
I
time to
flash
go.
my abs. My rippling 8-pack.
Thank you for the magic mushrooms. I won't consume rabbits ever again. Hand behind back, fucking like this. The party sees that Janelle's fucking crossing their fingers.
I will move your hands so the fucking handguns can see.
If they feel that you're moving their hand, they'll put it back and be like, for 5 million years.
Hey, rabbits taste good. I feel you. It's okay.
And these rabbits are almost a blur as they kick off with their hind legs and jump straight up to the side of one of these trees and run up the side.
I have to go
They don't
now.
Mario jump
My
back
planet-
and forth?
My planet needs
Oh,
me.
there's definitely some of that. It's very anime that shall not be named-esque.
The animes.
So are we like
But-
getting out of the Feywild?
It kind of looks
That we know
like
of.
it, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I asked him for a way out. Hopefully right around where we came in at.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make a roll real quick on that. Because I'm a liar. I'm a
I want to
decent liar.
insight that shit. No, I
Can
want
I give
insight
him the help
inside of it.
action by being like, "Oh yeah, we're about to get out of here." Like me and
Oh.
JR
no.
worked really hard to
Can I
figure that
also
out.
give myself guidance before I do this, since I knew I was gonna
Well,
lie?
you don't need to.
Well, I don't know if
yeah.
the rest of the party is gonna try and insight.
Gideon trusts you with
I
his whole being.
I
Oh,
was gonna
that's
say,
sad.
I think they
Now
trust
I'm
you.
depressed.
Oh, that hurts even more, honestly. That hurt JR's soul. That hurt me as the player's soul.
You look at Gideon's eyes and you just see nothing but love and trust, and you're just like, "Oh."
You said east, and Attila's not even gonna talk about it. It's okay.
You look
He's just
you look
happy
into
you're going
Sanel's
this
eyes and you
direction.
see like
I'm not. Attila's not gonna gloat.
actually
Ryan might.
yeah, you'll see like legitimate care and affection being masked by like no, you have to act like you're total fucking see you next Tuesday.
Excuse
I
me,
love
Kat,
that
do
word.
you
it's
need
my
something?
favorite word.
Your
Oh,
love
it
and
is mine
attention.
too, but I'm not
Yeah.
Australian, so I'm or a woman, so I'm not allowed to say it.
You can say what you want. Fuck it.
All right, well then, you know what?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh.
Cunt!
Unta.
We're getting fucking demonetized. Wait, you don't make money.
We were monetized?
We don't want
Yeah,
to
Yeah, we were
that
monetizing.
shit.
Yeah, wait, where's
you
my
can
check?
suck my nuts.
suck all
You
the
can't
nuts.
So-
swear on YouTube anymore. Fuck them.
It's true.
So-
You're gonna have to edit some shit later.
Oh, if
Yeah,
they take down these
eventually.
videos, they're gonna have to go through like I don't think we've had
No,
an
sorry,
episode
yeah,
with
you
no
can't-
cursing.
You can't monetize with ads and curse. That's the thing. You can't
Fucking
have ads in your
elite
YouTube
state
video.
bullshit. Literally 1984. Literally funny
So
number.
with
literally
with
sci-fi
YouTube,
book.
apparently it's within the first 15
it's like-
seconds.
Oh no,
Yeah.
they changed
Yeah,
it.
we're
They
good.
changed
Yeah,
it to
we're-
where
we're
Oh,
it's
is it
solid.
you
even
can't
worse?
swear at all.
That's why all
can't-
YouTubers bleep out their cusses now whenever you
Yeah,
watch it.
you
Mm.
can't.
It's been
watch-
changed
it's-
within the last month.
Oh.
You can't
if
swear
you use ads.
at all.
If
Oh,
you
well,
can swear, you just can't.
fuck me.
You can't use ads and profit.
If you ask nicely.
Oh yeah, we say the naughty curse words. We say duty poo poo.
Duty poo poo. Poo poo gaga.
All right, we're
Okay,
heading.
just moving
We're
Can we
along.
like go?
The
Can
greatest.
We're heading the way.
Am I
I've had a
killing
little bit
shit
too
or
much
not?
Daddy juice.
think
I
we're
start
gonna go.
swinging. I take my sword
No,
out
you're
and I
good.
start swinging.
So I started
I'm just
blasting.
kidding.
Can we go east? We're walking.
Yeah, for sure walking.
It seems like the group is in better spirits now that you know which direction to go.
Yeah,
A little
Weast.
West.
And it isn't long.
I've been in some spirits tonight, I'll tell you what.
It isn't long before wandering, the trees start to become younger, more densely packed, with a lot of underbrush.
Oh, I've seen this.
If it weren't for Gideon, it would usually become a slog to get through.
I take the lead.
But between him and Lotus, you're able to find places to slip deftly between the trees. And it is, well, let's see, a quarter mile. It is literally not 5 minutes later when you find yourselves breaking through the brush into a clearing.
Oh boy.
What's
Lotus.
it look like? Yeah.
Immediately, Gideon, Lotus. Well, the first big sign is that the trees are a normal color. The
Cool.
second big sign is that the stars
I'm no longer lost.
are back to normal. You're no longer lost.
Cool. Cool. So it's night.
Are the trees
And,
talking shit?
It smells normal again.
It does smell like normal again. The
What does
birds are no
normal
longer
smell
unusual.
like?
Like here.
I think
Great. I'll be saving that for later reference.
I would like to ritual cast speak with animals at some
Uh-huh.
point while we're walking. And I want to look at Henry once the casting is done. And say, hey, why don't you fly up and tell me where we're at? Fly above the trees for me, buddy.
Hey, real quick, I want to do
Hey, Bob.
something, DM, if you'll let me do something cool, potentially.
Okay.
So I would like to think that JR can recognize that he's about to walk from the Feywild
Yeah,
into the
absolutely.
real realm, and I will let the rest of the party go before me. And as the last person, who's probably Flanny and DOG, go in, and I like assure them, "Hey, I got this. No worries. I'm right behind you." I'm gonna look up to the treetops. I'm gonna say, "Remember Flanagan, Hannigan, and his bravery, please, and not just for how stupid he is."
Too late.
And then I'm gonna say, with thaumaturgy, canny at dawn, and I will walk into the real realm before I can hear the response.
Perfect. So that happens. And So you're gonna send Henry up, but I can pause. I can hold you for a sec.
Yep.
Because this clearing you guys are in is a freshly carved path through the woods.
Neat.
Maybe a day old, if that. Wide enough for a cart and people walking alongside.
How long were we gone? Did they think we were dead? Did they pathfind before?
It's been a
Without
millennia.
us?
There was a calamity.
We were gone for
No.
10 years.
No,
No,
a million.
no,
Well,
not
it's
gone for
kind
10
of hard
years.
to tell with the Feywild.
There
I
is
mean, I've only been gone for maybe a couple months, and it had been so many years. So I don't know how long we've been gone from this realm.
there is the smell of campfire smoke in the
Oh
air,
shit!
leading down the path.
I follow it.
Yep.
You
Follow
This
follow
way
it.
goes.
I feel
I'm
like
still
this
gonna
would be a good
send-
moment to describe as the camera moves to the side. People start at a hesitant walk and break into a run down the trail as they lead just around this tight corner. And there you see it. The expedition. Although normally you'd be in front of them, but that's besides the point. There are slowly roasting embers and looks like breakfast on the fire. The closest building to you guys is actually Bob's tent. And you guys can hear some raised
Accordion
voices.
music.
No, you hear some raised voices coming from it. I told you, we've been looking left, right, up, down for 3 damn days. Matter of fact, you want to throw in the... It's been almost a week, Bob. I don't know where else we can look. We can go back. I want to. But I just don't know. At this point, you hear, I couldn't find them. And that was using items from the cart to try and track them. I understand John wants to keep looking. However,
Aw,
we
John.
came here for a job, didn't we? What are you flipping me off?
Nothing, I'm not. I'm not flipping you off until it's little
Flipping
John,
me
and I
off.
went, fuck John.
No.
So it's
Fuck
fine.
John.
John was looking for us.
Actually,
Yeah,
at
whatever.
hearing
He didn't
all
want to
of
give
this-
up on us.
I'm just curious
hearing all of
about
this-
Lotus's girls and how they reacted to this shit.
That is
I'm-
true.
well,
Snell will
you guys
keep their mouths shut.
Hold on. So you were saying Sinel real fast.
No. On further reflection on the possibility of hearing about what the bitches are up to,
Bitch.
Snell will keep their Snell will keep their mouth shut. But there was very much this like taking a breath to say something and then being like,
Wait, are people eavesdropping?
hmm?
If-
Are you guys like stopped outside the
I
tent?
was
'Cause
gonna
Gideon's
say,
walking
you guys-
right past you and
this
just
is-
opening the tent.
No, Snell will
gonna
like
say-
grab you and fucking suplex you back if they have to.
I'd like to know
Make
too.
that
I'm a
opposed.
little
Make that attempt to do that.
guidance on Sanel. You get up.
You don't have time for this. I'm just walking through. He's
what
reaching
would
out.
what would that be? Guidance for what?
Oh, you might
You
succeed.
know that they're in there, so now
I just want to put out that Attila wants to walk to wherever the breakfast is going and is going to offer them the mushrooms to cook with it.
Oh, no.
That couldn't be more perfect.
Okay.
Okay,
Fine.
so
Wait.
we've
At
got
this point, when this
Gideon
fucking shit
going
goes-
into the tent.
No,
We've
not
got
yet.
Attila
Not
going
yet.
to breakfast.
Not yet. I'm
Snell
gonna
jumping
grab,
towards Gideon and just hitting the fucking dirt.
I'm gonna grab Gideon and be like, wait, I just want to know if they missed me.
He's
Hits
gonna
the
just shake his
fucking
head and
dirt.
keep going in.
So, I will say, you don't even know who's in this tent yet.
He's dropping a sin.
That person that you was talking, that woman is actually Heshima.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I have a limited number of female
My first
voices in
love.
my
How dare
repertoire.
you? That's all right. I'll sleep with all of them. I have a hair in my eye.
But so Attila's going to breakfast. Perfect. Everyone else is going into the tent, or are we having other people doing something else?
Sanel's being dragged behind
you know, Lotus could just go straight to Deidre's
Sanel
tent
completely
or Sachiko's
fucking
tent
missed
and
you.
find out.
I'm looking
just
for
gonna
Grel.
go
I'm
straight to
going
there.
wherever
You're
I
just
think
gonna go straight
Grelka
to
would
there?
be. I'm using DOG to
Honestly-
skip out Grelka.
JR is going to climb a tree and get to the very top of a tree. He just found out all of his friends that he knew are dead. So he's got and he found out some other shit. That might be a prophecy. It might be the reason why he got to the real realm and or to the mortal realm in the first place. And he's got a lot to ponder, and he wants to do it at the top of his at the top of it, the tallest tree he can find within reason. That I can
Hell
find.
yeah. So, all right, we have Attila going to breakfast. Sanel, Gideon, Flanagan. Flanagan, you're looking for Grelka. DOG is leading straight to the tent.
Sick nasty. I was like, yeah, because as soon as I gave him like
Sanel
DOG,
is.
find my lady.
Sanel lunged to try and grab Gideon and just ended up face first in the dirt, then gets up, brushes themselves off, flips Gideon off, and then is going to go back to our tent to relieve Eris.
Oh, you're just gonna go straight. All right, perfect.
Yeah, because they were going to stick with everyone, and then they made a fool of themselves. But instead of being like, you know what, my bad, I fucked up, they're going to be like, no, this is all Gideon's fault. Fuck Gideon.
Yep.
Ah,
That's fair.
perfect.
That
A
feels
Karen.
like tracks.
A Karen among snakes.
Tracks so hard, you have no idea. I'm excited.
So, let's start with Gideon, so I can get Gideon and Flanagan, so I can get this moving.
Oh no, it's just Gideon because
Okay.
Flanagan went to Grelka.
Yeah, Grelka's in the tent that you're going into.
Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah.
you meant DOG went to Grelka's tent. Okay.
Nope.
You just hear.
You throw open the tent, the tent flap. What the fuck?
That was DOG, I guess.
I schneef. Yeah, DOG
God.
schneefs and schnorfs really hard.
So anyway, you throw open this, and a couple things happen. In this tent are Bob, Jake, John, Gwen, Heshima, Grelka, Gregby, and Naya. And there is probably a moment of pause with the two of you just standing there. And then, like a flash, Flanagan, you are wrapped up, picked up, and spun around by Grelka. Where the fuck did you go? Where the fuck did you go? We had no clue where the fuck you were! Sets you down. 10 days! 10 days! You've been gone 10 days! Where the fuck?
10
You guys stopped laying down the trail.
days!
You guys-
Fucking magic!
you
10
stopped
days!
You stopped laying down the fucking trail, and we wondered. I mean, the path was clear enough, so we just kind of assumed you guys just got lazy or some shit. But then we got to the agreed upon meeting spot, and nobody. We waited around for a whole fucking day. Nothing.
We slipped
Where
into the
were you?
Feywilds.
I was fuckhead.
You say the Feywild.
There's tales of my hotness everywhere.
It's mid.
Tales of is what now?
The Fae! They know that I'm hot. They know that I'm hot now. This is important. We had lots of fun. Gideon is a candlehead. Tell him, candlehead.
Yeah, I'll
I think you better start from the beginning.
Gideon gives a brief and precise accounting of the events, wandering into the forest, having the strange night of shadows, and then waking up in the Feywilds, meeting a tribe of more Haragon. Yeah.
Really?
And then wandering
quite
out into
interesting.
the encampment all within one day. Well, a couple days.
One day to us.
Me and JR, we talked to the leader of the Herringons, and he was super nice. And because JR was also a Haragon,
he went ahead and gave us directions back to the people, because they're homies, and I, out of game, hope I don't have to roll a deception for that. I'm gonna
I'm
look
not
at
going to make you roll a
right in
deception
there.
for that. Because everybody already knows you're full of shit. I mean, what? But
That's why.
I have put the expedition back on the map. You're there. If I could remind you, when you entered the Feywild, you were here.
Oh wow,
Shortcut!
we went far.
I don't know if it's
Wow,
a shortcut, considering it took you 10 days to get there.
Was
Ah,
Snell fucking
probably pretty
foreshadowing shit when they said that fucking time passes differently in the Feywilds?
Yeah, and it's depressing. All of the people you just met are now dead. Think about that.
Man, they were rabbits. They were gonna live like a couple years anyway.
Paragon, actually, I had to look this up. They live about 80.
Yeah.
They're like normal.
Meanwhile, Kenku over there with like 30-year lifespan.
Kenku over there, 30-year lifespan to go.
Fuck.
Fuck.
So,
You killed Captain Jimmy.
that being said, Bob looks and... Alright, so... I suppose we should explain our side of things. You've been gone 10 days. Technically, we're halfway through second rotation. We've been pulling double duty. Not your guys' fault. Not saying anything by it. I'm just saying, yeah, we've been covering, and we've been trying to look for you guys too. Off the beaten path, in hovels and holes, kind of picking fights with some of the monsters, see if maybe something had gotten you. But we never found shit, and now I guess we know why. Even Heshima and I could not track you, says Jake.
The trees, they were talking mad shit, and then Lotus was like, "Let's set up camp," and everyone was
The
like,
trees were
"Really?"
talking The trees were talking shit. Are you sure you didn't just drink some funny water over there?
The
Says
trees were
No,
talking
that's
mad
Gwen.
shit. They
The
threw
trees!
apples at us. We ended
They
up on
said
a sound set.
the trees were talking about blood, and like it was raining, right? And then everyone was like, "Let's set up camp," and I was like, "Come on!" And they were like, "We're the same people that talked to the devil while you hung out in the hallway," and I was
by
like,
the
"You're right.
way,
I guess that's what's gonna happen, huh?" They're like,
Flanagan,
"Yeah."
in the middle of this, you are picked up yet again into a crushing hug. And Grelka is just saying into your ear, "You're never leaving my side again. I don't care if I have to chain you to the fucking cart. You are never leaving again. I am not losing you."
And it was on
Just
that day
fucking met
that
you.
it was on that day that Flanagan realized they had a fetish.
No, it's canon that Flanagan enjoys uppies. He's trying his best not to show his excitement.
It's not that
Um,
Rowan was talking about.
The armor
Listen,
covers it, right?
Listen, you could be part of the grinning devils. It'd be so much fun. Like, think about it, the grinning Grelkas. Oh my god! Like, listen, we were supposed to be Flanagan
have
and
no
Flanny. We were
You have no
we
idea.
were gonna be Flanny and the Fannies, right? But then everyone kind of put that down.
God. While
The next
this
thing you know,
while this
these
is going
Grelkas are gonna
on,
be these Grelkas are gonna be telling us that we need to make potato soup, and then we're gonna be fucked. The whole
Naya.
universe will
so
be
many
fucked.
Gralkas.
Naya speaks up. So, Gideon, if I am to get this right, you spent maybe a day, just a night, a half day.
About half a day in the Feywild.
Did you explain what happened the night before?
Yeah, the strange darkness and the shadow creatures that we saw.
Okay. This creature that visited you the night before, it looked like Lotus?
But it wasn't truly there.
I may have to do... Some things are more clear now. I will have to do some thinking, some seeing, as it were.
What?
Something I think you should mention to Sanel is this, she says. There's a couple pieces of paper on the table, She points at them. They're copies of the map that you guys have, specifically the Shade Tree area. And they've got all sorts of different splotches on them. I had Gregby copy these for me as we looked at it. These are the past 3 days of wild magic spots here in the Feywild. And you'll see each one of them is different. There are only a few constants. Gregby, if you could point them out. Yeah, there's here, 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 and here. He says, pointing to spots on the map where Fey Area A and Fey Area B were. Other than that, it seems like they change daily, hourly, whenever they really want to.
I have important information as well.
You say in your girl's arms, yes.
I have important information as well. Listen, I I don't know if I should tell you, but I also feel like it's only responsible, and JR would probably want you to know. If any of you get sucked into those Fey areas and you see creatures jumping in the trees, those are friends, not foes. We don't
Not
hurt the
food.
rabbits. We don't hurt the herringons. If they approach you, if they speak with you, just tell them that you are friends. And I almost say the white one, but I'm like, no. With JR, just tell them you know JR. Tell them that you know JR, that and JR is friends with what was the leader's name?
Thrasher?
Thrasher.
No, Thrasher was the OG leader's name,
Oh,
but
I
did
don't
we get the name of like the new leader? Did he ever tell us their name?
It was Tom
Tom
Tom.
Tom.
Tom. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Tom
Yeah, it
Tom.
was Tom Tom.
Tell them they're friends with JR, and if they don't know who JR is, ask for Tom Tom. Just don't. If you get sucked into the Feywilds, don't kill the rabbit people. It'll really upset my buddy.
All right, fair enough. I suppose we have one friend. Gideon, you have anything else to add? We're glad to have you back. Damn sore. We were damn sore when you left.
He'll kind of like nod to that part, but I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's important.
I mean, you could always just say John's a bitch and move on, but
No.
no? Okay.
Oh, let it. And Lotus says
Bitch.
John's a bitch.
I don't think we have
Yes.
anything else.
All right. Well, fuck, it's gonna be glad to have someone back. We need some fucking rest.
Back into the fray.
Well, it is your turn for day trips, so yeah. And technically, it would be the Gilded Claw's turn for being gone for a week. But that being said, I think we're gonna cut from here to Gideon.
Yep. It's
Yeah,
Gideon again.
no.
Our scene continues.
Attila, real
Oh.
fast.
No, listen. They have to go in the eggs. It makes them taste like meat. You
I don't know what you're saying. You're saying these taste like eggs or steak? Because you
Oh.
said steak and eggs at all the same time.
Exactly. Steak and eggs.
One looks at the other. You try one. No, you try one. No, I've seen shit like this turn people blue. Well, I've seen shit
Listen.
like this kill people.
They are amazing,
Do you
and
think he's
everyone should
hallucinating?
try them. No, I'm not.
He
Listen,
seems to be
look,
sweating. You're just
I'm
sweating
fine.
at the exertion of trying to explain to these people, the error of their ways, how disillusioned they are, how they can be enlightened by just trying this mushroom.
No, listen. Just here. Just pop it. Pop it in your mouth. I have 8 pounds of these in my bag, so one is not a problem.
Okay. Tries one.
It's from your realm, right?
I grew up outside of the Feywild, so I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. But that
Okay,
being
I don't.
said,
Maybe I don't know you well enough. That's my bad. I'm sorry. I asked.
no, you're. She's like, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. No, I've never had these before though.
Ryan
They're
out
actually
here,
pretty
or
good.
Tilla out here, just doing microaggressions constantly. Just constantly out here with his
You know what? To be fair,
microaggressions.
honestly, like Leonin are super racist. Honestly,
no.
like actually, like they're
Yeah, if you
pretty
read
racist.
if you read the
Oh,
Mythical
no.
Odyssey of Theros, they're not. Yeah, but no, you're just out here doing all the microaggressions. Earlier, you're like, "You people,
Yeah,
your
you people."
area." Like,
Hey, he'll learn. Because at the end of the day, I don't think he can do this by himself. Not too often.
he needs
But
other sun touch, like me, who's been at the very top of the tree to touch the sun.
that being said, one of them like, all right, nope, all right, I tried it. You need to try it. The other one tries it, and so that's what me mum put in the stew. She never would
Tastes
tell
like
me.
steak.
Tastes like steak. Well, I think it tastes like chicken. Everything tastes like chicken to you. Okay, all right, fine.
Listen,
And,
it doesn't matter
Fine.
what it tastes
Everything
like. Can
just
we
tasted like.
can we put it in the breakfast, please?
They say, "Bring it over, and we'll put some in the eggs, and
We're
maybe
just
we'll put it in with the actual steak."
Let's wallop a fucking bag over my
8 fucking
shoulder.
pounds. God, 8 pounds of mushrooms is a lot of fucking mushrooms.
A lot of mushrooms. Mushrooms are super light. Like that's a
Yeah.
lot of fucking mushrooms.
You smugly sit while they prepare this meal, and
Attila says there.
serve it hot and ready.
Yeah.
Is it good? It's hot and it's ready. No,
It's all that
it's
matters.
fucking great. It's fucking great. It tastes just like steak and eggs, and you could probably get away with not using actual steak in a pinch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
You're not
in a
gonna do
pinch.
that.
Yeah, I can maybe in a pinch, but yeah, this can't actually give up steak for Attila. He needs some meat, but otherwise, for now, this will do.
Fuck
Yeah, I
yeah,
have
Tilla
to-
needs that meat. Hmm.
Whoa there.
I had to make it
Hot.
horny. I'm sorry.
Hot.
But
You
I'm
arrive.
Hot
just
like
gonna
that steak, fresh off the grill.
just for Attila's sake, I think he's just gonna sit around the fire, talking to the pixies about everything he encountered as far as the hair that we just falling into the Feywild for only to him half a day, and that he's only been there one other time, and that they talked to a bunch of Haragon, and JR talked to them, and we went our own way, and that's where I found all those mushrooms, and he's just gonna explain all of that to them, talk to them
Hell yeah.
about that while he sits around the fire.
Oh, really? Was that only a day ago? I thought it was 10. No, I'm pretty sure it was just a day. Huh. Time works differently here, I suppose.
You're telling me?
So no. You go ahead, or you are going back to your tent. No, sorry, back to the cart.
The cart.
The cart has been cleaned on the outside. There's no mud on the wheels, even though obviously it just moved yesterday. The canvas has been gone over with a fine-tooth comb to remove all of that. It looks like it may have been cleaned at some point. The horse is looking as well fed as ever. You know, the horse that kicked the crap out of Kythons.
Hell yeah, we love to see it.
I don't know if you guys ever named that horse, and we'll talk about that later. Anyway,
We'll name him Kick-Ass now.
Kick-Ass.
I can
Well,
always ask him what
Kick-Ass
his name
is
is.
grazing. I mean, that's true too.
It's kick-ass.
Okay.
And sitting on the driver's box is it looks like well, I mean, it was Eris. Is Eris? She's asleep. It looks like she
Was
may
Eris?
have stood vigil last night.
I just died in your arms tonight.
She is leaning on her sword, head on the hilt, on the pommel, sound asleep.
Snell's going to walk up and see that. And then walk up and lightly just flick her in the, like with her head down, flick her on the crown of her head.
She doesn't even move. She goes, Osgard, stop it.
I'm not sure if I should be insulted by that or not.
Her eyes open. She pulls her head up and she goes, where the hell have you been?
Hold on, I had to think for the... Fuck, where did it go? Never mind. He's like, oh, here, there, everywhere. It was a wonderful occasion. Butterflies, fox, a severed head, and the cheese was to die for.
You know, I've been babysitting your cart for over a week now. I don't think that was the deal.
No, but you can blame the fairies for that.
What do they have to do with anything? She says, looking over where the campfire is.
Being lost in the Feywild, time moves differently in Titania's realm.
I see. Well, we're all glad you're safe. Have you checked in with Bob?
Glancing back over their shoulders at the tent. Oh, I won't say more capable than me are doing it, but others are doing it.
I can see probably at this point, probably looking over, and at that moment the tent opens. There is Grelka leaving with a Flanagan on her shoulder.
Uppies. Besides, I had more important people to talk to than Bob.
You're really trying to stroke my ego today, aren't you?
More than your
If I was doing that, I would have probably brought a... I probably would have brought a holy book or some such fetish for you church folk.
You think I do this just to follow... just to follow the edicts of Terrell?
And Snell smiles and says, no, but I'm sure that would make a good story to the church.
No. You know what you know what I'm really here for?
Other than finding our little spy, I almost convinced some fairies to find them for us if JR weren't so fucking stupid.
Damn, you're so mean.
Fucking rude.
You just hear
Fucking rude, man.
as he's like falling from the trees. What'd you say?
No. Although that probably would have tied up one loose end. You see, I'm here for vengeance. And I think we'll cut that.
She is vengeance. She is the night. She is chicken woman.
Oh my god. When she was a little girl, she was trapped in a tree.
And before, like 3 months from now, Sanel's in a relationship with her.
Fuck no! That's for the sequel series, baby.
That's for the sequel series. So,
Then we'll be Flanny and the Fannies. Let's go.
We could
I
be
think we're
Flanny
out
and
of
the
scenes
Fangs.
for today.
Flanny only gets one fanny, and that's Grelka's.
Why do you
Yeah.
hate me? Why do you hate me?
Yeah,
I
the
don't
only thing
hate
that I
you.
want to
I only
retcon is
just
that
tease you.
Flanny's doing that thing that like dads do to like their toddlers where he's like on Grelka's shoulders and like
Yep.
got his hands like on her head and his like legs over each of her shoulders and he's
don't
Oh
think
my
very many
God.
dads do that to their children because they'd crush them.
Yes.
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 God. We do have now.
Oh no. No, I don't like how that laugh went.
Hardcore porno!
No, maybe. I don't know.
All right, that was it. We had a good time.
Okay, well, bye. My
So-
name's Amy Gedden, and this is the end.
Just
Lotus.
pounding it.
Yeah.
There is
All the time.
only one tent up. Well, I mean, out of your 2 tents.
Okay. Okay.
It's Sachiko's.
I'm gonna like stand outside of the tent. How many? Can I hear words? Are there like? Is there people talking in that tent?
Nope.
Oh.
There's
Okay.
the sound of light breathing. They may still be asleep.
Oh. I'm gonna like put my head in.
The peeping Tom sees a
peeping Tom.
sleeping. Yep,
What?
sees a sleeping. So there is a small cot, and on the small cot is Deidre.
Mhm.
Sitting on the floor next to her is a sleeping bag, and in it is Sachiko. This is a tiny ass bed. This is a
Got it.
tiny ass bed.
Got it. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna close the tent, and I'm gonna go get 3 cups of coffee, and I'll be right back. And I'm gonna open the tent back up, and I'm gonna sit down on the floor, and I'm gonna set the coffee down, and I'm gonna go, hey.
You have a. Do you have a? I thought you were gonna. I thought we had this thing where you were gonna use your sending.
No, not in this
No,
moment.
not today.
Not in
Not
this
in this
moment.
moment?
No,
Okay.
it was a different moment. We talked about that, but it'd be a different moment. So this moment is different. This is
Just making sure.
Yeah.
I've got all of the things right this time. Anyway.
You did. So yeah, I'll just I'll set the coffees down and close to them, but not so close where they flail and panic and like move things and
Mhm.
like knock things over. And I'll just be like, hey,
They
good
both
morning.
roll a 1. They knock their coffees into each other's crotches.
Oh no! And everybody's
Everyone has
upset.
3rd
They
degree
both
burns.
sue McDonald's for this.
Go
Hey,
quit
you
it
know,
for 2D
like
And then
Colts.
Next
And then
episode, Sachiko and Deidre sue McDonald's.
And then McDonald's ruins their reputation by being like, fuck them. They knew it was hot. They poured it on themselves.
And it's
We're
awful.
not fucking like assholes or anything. We're not like
They can't
ruining
put
the
a fucking
reputation.
lid on a coffee cup.
Well, the coffee was actually way hotter than it was supposed
Yeah,
to be.
that's the thing. But
And,
McDonald's
yes,
made
lid
like
and
an
properly
entire
secured, blah,
psyop
blah.
campaign in order to make it seem like they were just being litigious.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna. Hey, good morning.
Do you believe in
And
cyberpunk
I'm gonna, like-
dystopias? Because you're living in one.
I'm gonna sit down on the floor so
I
that
think,
it's like.
yeah.
Yeah.
You say good morning. There's a
Mhm.
moment, and then you just hear Sachiko say, 5 more minutes.
Oh, shut up. Then I'm gonna say, well, what if it's been like more than 5 minutes?
Or Lotus, just Lotus. One eye opens and the other.
10 more minutes.
Lotus,
Goes back to sleep.
I'm dead, aren't I? I died. I fucking died. It happened. She sits up, just throws this sleeping bag off, and just gives you a huge hug. She's like, "Oh my god, you're fucking here!" I'm like, Deidre. Deidre turns over. What? Lotus? And she springs off the cot, and for a moment, it's just the 3 of you on the floor in a little hug.
So, how is things? I mean, I wasn't gone that long, was I?
10 fucking days. You've been gone 10 fucking days.
It doesn't feel like 10 days.
Lotus, your tracks disappeared into thin air.
Well,
We had no clue. We didn't know if
We got stuck in the Feywild. It was only for a few hours though.
You've been gone over a week.
I'm sorry.
We waited and you're here.
I'm
You're
sorry.
here, that's what matters. You're here, that's what matters. You're here, that's what matters. Deidre Lotus is here.
Hi. Hi. Well, I mean, I guess I'm glad you missed me. That's cool. I mean, I missed you guys a bunch. So hey, there's just one tent. You only have one tiny cot. You're gonna have to get a bigger cot if you guys are gonna kick it. This is a different conversation for a different time, I guess.
Pop.
What's that?
Pop. They are all sorts of origami animals popping into existence. Letters.
Oh shit.
Lotus,
Oh,
you missed the perfect opportunity to be real fucking suave.
How what was
When
I
they were like,
supposed
"Oh, Lotus, you were gone," you'd be like, "Oh, my dear ladies, you should have known. Just as the sun, the moony always rises again."
I'm not doing it. No, Lotus is not that suave. Lotus doesn't care. Lotus is just
Well,
happy to
then
be back.
me, boom, date me. I'm real
Right.
fucking suave. I only
Right,
date
you fucking
guys.
you
Give me
you're so good.
kisses. Mwah.
All the kisses. Mwah.
Like,
Okay.
okay.
So like they're just oh god. So I'm just gonna like I'm hugging them, but I'm gonna be like I'm gonna open one. What's it say?
Roll me a D8.
Oh shit. Hold please. She wasted all those fucking letters. All right, it's fine. It's fine. It's cool.
Well, you
it's
didn't
fine.
respond.
I didn't. You're right.
This one is in all capital letters. Are you okay? Where are you? Why are these reaching you? Please send one
Why are you
back.
leaving me on magical red?
I did. I left them on red and didn't even know. I'm sorry I didn't have service. I'm just gonna drop it and like hug them tighter and just be like,
They're
I'm
both
sorry.
crying right now.
Oh no, this is so sad. I'll smooch their face.
Yeah, but now
They're
Lotus,
happy tears.
now
Okay.
they've been missing you. They're extra needy.
I know, I'm excited. I know. Faces.
So, I think we're going to end
Faces are
it here for
smooched.
today. Because we're going to
Indie
cut
song
from
by
that real
Genuine
fast
starts
before they
playing
drink
real
their
quick.
coffee.
Say that again.
What's
What'd
that?
you say?
What'd you say? I can go back and replay this video afterwards. We'll find out exactly
No.
what you said. You should just
No.
fess up now.
I didn't say it.
I'm
Who-
talking
what?
to Garza.
I was making a dumb joke. I said as we pan out, literally any song by Genuine starts playing.
That's fair. What did you say, GM?
I was asking Garza what he said.
No, that was it.
Okay.
Genuine, the prolific baby making song maker.
So with
Jack
that,
walks in. I will fight
I
you.
requested
My
specific
darling,
We've
for
been
you.
gone over a
I
week. We had to find
can't
a
get
new
enough of
third.
your love,
Jack
babe.
walks in.
come
At
and
him.
get your no.
Oh, I don't know why.
So,
Can't get enough of your love, baby.
let's
Open
go
the
ahead
doors and turn the
and end
lights.
it here for tonight. Let's get some outros, and then I can get back to bed because I have to work in less than 5 hours. So that being said, let's start with eeny, meeny, miny, Rowan.
Itty, meeny, miny, row.
Hi ho, friendolas, it's me, Rowan, otherwise known as No Hairkami, here today singing the fucking sensual tones of Barry White and playing Sinel, who is even sexier. You can also catch me here on Fridays with far less Barry White, but just as much sexual content, depending on the game I run. Depending on if Amy is there or not, where I'm either running the Immortal War, where it is fucking rated R for Raimi because Amy is in that game, which means there's going to be hardcore sexual content where
What?
there are samurai and they're doing things involving beating up ice witches and traders and other stuff that's total like the stuff that actually happened in Japanese history, fighting Russian ice witches that invaded the country in order to cause turmoil. Or you could find me in a very different game that I also run, Yakshas, based on the Lancer system, where instead of hardcore sexual content, there's just hardcore war crimes.
Same thing.
Which, depending on the person, might also be. You know what? I'm just going to skip over that. You can also find me here on Mondays, where I am in Firestrike Shard vs. Funny Number, where we are going to be in the final episode for Really Reels this time. Trademark. And oh fuck, I forgot. Saturday we are in Lands of blah, 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 where I play Telman Balani, the monk / sorcerer multiclass who got his fucking shit pushed in because we all did, because we were rolling on average of 4 and the enemies were rolling on average like a fucking 17. And they were already higher level than us. And then I realized, oh fuck, the weapon I picked is not finesse. Why the fuck do 99% of the monk weapons in Pathfinder not work for the class that's a dex class? And that's it for me.
Let's move right along. Daniel.
Yo, it's your boy, Sassy McNasty.
Damn it.
You caught me here playing Gideon, the serious one of the bunch who has a heart of gold and trusts his party members 100%.
Terrible idea.
Terrible
That's
idea.
his own
I know.
fucking fault.
The straight
You can
man.
catch me
Can I tell you
here.
guys a good thing real fast?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Daniel.
Go ahead. I want to hear.
No. Continue. I will interject
Okay.
when it is my time.
You can catch me Fridays and every other Fridays, and in both the Immortal War for, well, essentially the finale for that, and then whatever's to come after, and in Yakshas. And then on Saturdays, you can catch me there. In Yakshas, I am Sin with my wonderful AI companion Set, and we just killed nothing.
We killed
No.
nothing. Nothing has blinded me.
Nothing's arm is in my hand. And Masahira and every other Friday. I'm gonna burn the house down. Wow! And then you can catch me once again on Saturdays as Archer Boldharrowfield, the old barbarian magus who died in one hit on the first combat. Swell. I told you I'm a tailor, not a fighter. And wrapping around back to Wednesday. That is everything, my dudes. I'm also creating everyone's children. I don't know why I'm doing this,
Who's
but
children?
y'all have children.
Yeah, according to Daniel, the resident fucking anime shipper over here, Snow and Eris are the origin of cockatrices in this world because they are a mix of chicken and steak. So there you go.
Flanagan and Grove.
Oh, those are perfect.
So, aw.
That's
Yo,
actually not bad. That's
Yeah.
actually not bad.
Horace.
It came out great.
Kawaii.
You cannot date my child, Sinel. No.
Go right ahead, Thomas. Thomas, if you're talking, we cannot hear you.
You son of a beautiful woman.
There might have been a
Can you
mute
hear me
button
now?
somewhere.
Yes.
There we go.
Hey.
You.
Yep.
We can't. We can't hear you anymore.
Hey.
Here, I will move to Amy. Yeah, well, hold on. If he's all right, can you say something?
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Yeah? Phenomenal. You caught me here playing JR bit.
And now we can't hear you anymore.
That's all we really need to know, to be honest.
I
Plays
was gonna say,
JR bit
all we got is
every other
hello.
Wednesday.
You
I mean,
caught me
every
playing JR
Wednesday.
bit.
That's all you need to know. Every Wednesday, Horace plays JR bit, and he wants you to tune in every other day of the week to see the other cool shows that he's not a part of. That's normally a sign off.
That is normally that. Yeah. I we will let him do his sign off if he's able to get his mic working again. And again.
Hello. Oh no. Hello. My name is Amy again. I'm sorry.
Oh, this is nonsense.
No, you better not fucking say anything.
What did I miss?
Go,
None
all
of
right,
us
hold
know.
on.
It was a
Let's
DM
let
that
people.
we'll never know about.
I'm ready. Hello, baby. Again, today I played Lotus. This was a really lovely episode until it's too wholesome for this group. I'm so sorry in advance. You might fuck my brother when you meet him. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that's the thing. He's fucking hot. All the moon gardens are fucking hot. What else am I in? Oh, Thruple confirmed. Very exciting times. That was really sweet. Fucking Faye shit, whatever. Thruple confirmed. That's what's important. And let's see. Thursdays are on hiatus. Every other Friday, I'm in Immortal War. However, unlike what Rowan said, I am not. I'm a celibate monk, and I'm not trying to fuck anybody. However, I have messaged Rowan on multiple occasions where I was like, "Can I just fuck the Shogun?" Because the show's funny. But that's just me. But now I'd like to fuck the Shogun's daughter. It's a whole other thing. Moving on. Let's see. Nothing. Every other Monday, I'm in a game on a different channel on Distal's Place where we do Emberwind, which is super cool. And I think next Monday I'm in that. I'm pretty sure. And that's me. Rowan can stop sending me terrible, dirty things now.
You bitch!
All right. Moving along. Hold on. Attila.
Hi, it's me, Ryan, your friendly neighborhood lion man, known as Attila,
Mars.
the White Lion Warrior, who got 8 pounds of steaked mushrooms today. All right, and that's gonna keep him going on this expedition for a while. So he's pretty happy with that. And I also don't think anyone else knows what exactly it means to be sun touched, but that's fair. It's okay. Anyway,
Does it mean being a Leonin from
not
the
exactly.
Sun-Touched tribe?
Not
I think I
not
pegged
exactly. I mean, yeah, but not exactly. But anyway,
We
they'll
know what
find
this
out
means.
a good time. A good time when we have some combat eventually. Whenever Tilla has to fight some hoes. But anyway, I play only here on Wednesdays as of right now. But one day I'll be more involved in some other stuff. Hopefully, check out all these other wonderful people's streams and all the things that they do. And yeah, I think that's it.
Hell yeah. Let's go ahead and move on to Garza.
What up? It's your boy, Flanagan. Canonically, the sexiest gnome that the Herringons have ever seen. They will speak of it for ages.
Well, when you've only got one gnome to compare to.
I am. God damn it! I am.
You're also the ugliest gnome they've ever seen.
Hey,
Yo,
God damn it! I am very
goddamn.
sexy among my people. I made that very clear.
They don't have
Also
anything to
known as
compare to, anyway.
also known as the mighty fuckhead, also known as the mighty Lancelot. I found out my best friend's real name today. That's a big deal. Also find out that we're on our way to some super scary, crazy ruins that we're leading an entire caravan to of hundreds of people, and Flanagan is just gonna keep that secret till that his best bud can live their dreams. And maybe that makes him a bad person. I don't know. Maybe it makes us both bad people. I think we'll find out over time.
Definitely makes me a bad person.
I didn't even think about it until now. It's not just the grinning devils that's getting led here. It's like hundreds of people that we're leading to this
Yeah,
horrible
no,
place.
I'm a super garbage person.
There are 50 of them, yes.
Yep, this is real bad. Okay, 50. Well, it's still bad. This Friday, right? Yeah, this Friday. You get to see me be Cheeky, a really bad person. There's a theme. I have some things I need to look at inside, but that's another time. And yep, catch me here on Wednesdays. So watch me keep doing this for a little while longer.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna miss Flanagan when he's gone, just saying.
I'm gonna miss him.
I need a
eventually.
relationship like Grelka's in this place somehow.
I'm having like actual days where I'm fully sad about it. It's affecting me, the real person, thinking about not having Flanagan here soon. It makes me really sad. But
Flanagan lives in our hearts, though.
Hey man,
forever.
it's only like 8 months, and in 8 months we'll be like level like 9 maybe. So you won't even like you'll
Not at our pace.
it was a hopeful 9, okay? It was a very, very hopeful 9. But no, we'll be like level 7s and you can come catch up. It'll be a good time.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
because we can hear you now, do you want to try your sign out, Thomas?
Oh,
Or are you good?
sure. No, I mean, I can. It looked like
Go ahead.
Garza was doing it for me, honestly, but I will. My name is Thomas. You caught me here playing JR Bit, the little rabbit man. I don't do any other games, but these other people do, so you should check that shit out, like the Samurai game, because I was in that, and then I changed jobs, well, shifts, and now I'm not in it. But check it out. And that's me. That's what I do. I play a little rabbit boy.
Okay.
Perfect. And I think that lays it off to me. Hello, everybody. My name is Cyrus Smith. Today, you caught me running over the horizon. I didn't call it Tales from the Cosmos today. I do, in fact, know what day of the week it is. For right now. You can also catch me on Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday, in another episode of Yakshas, where everything was on fire. And I may or may not be hoping that the player characters, well, the players don't remember that I'm saying it here with Daniel here, so I should probably stop. Anyway, you can also catch me on
Watch the VOD.
I think that's it for the moment, yeah. But I'll be around. You can find me up to no good all sorts of places, like on our Twitter, like on our YouTube, like on our all sorts of places. I can pop in and be anywhere at any time. That is the magic of streaming. Anyway, without further ado, I'll just put this in chat. And we're going to go ahead and get out of here on a... I don't know if there's a good RIP for tonight.
RIP 10 days?
RIP 10 days.
Hold on.
All right.
R.I.P. Thrasher.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the whole canopy jumpers too. Honestly,
R.I.P. all of
Jumpers.
JR's close
Canopy.
friends.
More
Here we
like
go.
Literally,
How about
literally
Dead.
the people who
R-
raised me, the
I
group
was
that
gonna say
raised
R.I.P. JR's innocence because
Oh, R.I.P. Jared's child.
he's not a kid anymore.
You don't know
R.I.P.
the
my
baby.
week. I was gone a week. It was only half a day. What the hell?
Everybody pick an R.I.P. and let's get
I
out
was
of here.
kidding.
Ready?
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Thrasher.
Thrasher, innocence,
Thrasher.
everyone else,
Thrasher.
everything.
No one gives a
Bye.
fuck about
Days and a whole
rabbits.